if someone's there, I'll be right there. I just had to order gloves on Amazon. I'm almost out of my gloves. Oh shoot. Hold on a second. What the freak? Hold on a minute, guys. Something happened here. That's not supposed to be. Hold on a minute. I went to change the title of tonight's video and it messed up and it changed the title of the other video. And then I had to, okay, hang on, let me just do this so it doesn't look like we have, again, two of the same things. Ugh. Okay. Hang on one second. Now I hope everything is straightened out. Okay, and I have to get number 2, someone that wants to call in, so hang on. I'm sorry, I'll see you guys in a minute. I can't see the chat now, but I just want to do this. And I also have to get Kathy, who's going for that surgery, her GoFundMe page. I think she sent it to me. Okay, hang on. Let's see. Oh, where did I just see that? Oh, here we go. Okay. Okay, let me get Kathy's page and then I can... Okay, so this is, again, this is Kathy Bilello. She's going for a quadruple bypass on December, I believe it's the 11th. You can read her page, it'll tell you everything, but she's a community member, a longtime community member. So check it out, help if you can. Of course, you know, offer prayers always, no matter what. Share it if you can for her, even if you can't donate. Share it, pray, do all three. Where's my chat here? Okay. So let me put this in here. Okay. Did that go up? Let me see. Oh shoot, no wonder. That's a good thing that didn't go up, because that was the Zoom stuff and not the and not the, hold on. Okay, let me get her the link. Copy. Okay. All right, hang on. I'm going to come to the chat now. That's that. Now what did it say? Sorry. Why didn't, how come I can't post in my chat? Did I hope I didn't just end this stream, did I? Okay, why can't I post in here? Hold on. Oh, there we go. Wow, that was scary. That was really weird. Okay. Maybe because I had to go change the name of something? I don't know. Okay, let's see. It said, sorry, you can't chat in here. Never seen that in my life. Hey, FoxyBot, how are you? Hi, little dove. Oh, thank you so much, FoxyBot. Appreciate that. Hey, Peggy Johnson. Hi, Deb on the Move. Hi, Caroline. Hey, Danny. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Simi. Hey, Miss Mary. Had tonight's title on it. Yeah, I don't know what the heck is going on. Did I just change it? I don't know. Now they should both have different names. They both have the same names. I'm hoping everything is okay now. Hey, Joe Kano. Hi, Miss Mary. Hi, Leisha. Piped in to say hi. Haven't been able to stay because the meds from the emergency room. Oh, sorry to hear that. Hope you feel better. Thanks for popping in. Hi, Brian Clan. Hi, Lacey. Hi, Sakura. Hi, Maui. Hi, Seaglass. Hi, Jeanette. Thank you so much. Hi, Alicia. Hey, Daisy. Hey, Lisa H. You had to go get your washout? Oh, okay. You switched devices. Oh, okay. Hey, Sarah. Hi, Crystal. Hey, your best friend. I sent you something, okay? Hi, Paula. Let's see. Hi, Carol. Hi, Chrissy. Hey, Katie. Hi, my full hands and heart. Yeah, I sent you the number, your best friend. You should have it. Hey, Shay Shay, how are you? You just go to the, I just sent, did you see it, Miara? I just put it in. Here, I'll put it in again. It's Carol Belelos. Hey, Nerd Love. Yeah, they did, Nerd Love. You want to clear? Okay. Hey, Aries. Hi, Robin. Hi, Kathy from Texas. Hey, Two Scooter. Hi, Carla. Hi, Mandy. Hi, Delia. Hi, the Philly Farmhouse. Hey Jenny D1. I don't know if I missed you. It's not on purpose. I've just hi Carol boys. My thing keeps jumping. Hey Julie T. Hey Whisper to Me. So I knew I missed like the block. Oh, there's Kathy Balello. It's her. It's hi Shogun. It's Kathy's GoFundMe. Hey RC Breeze. Yeah, I keep missing people. Hey Caroline. I should know how to say your name, right? Yeah. Aries girl Tamlin, did I get you? Okay. Gosh, I'm missing so many people. Okay, your best friend, you're gonna call in. Hey Jennifer. And I know I'm gonna get to our Patreon meetings. Everything's going, I split my lip again. I just put coconut oil on it. I keep doing that. I don't put something on my lips fast enough and then they get dry and then I just say something and it splits right there every single time. It's driving me nuts. I made my you see my snowman over here? Here? Did you guys watch the snowman video? So do you want me to do the tutorial on that? Like have a tutorial live thingy where you can get your supplies and we can do them live? I've got like a 20-pound bag of rice and a whole bunch of supplies. I got like a whole basket full of supplies. Let me know if you want to do that. Your husband tried to hit you on Saturday? That's not cool. Hey, Emily. Hi, Roya. Hi, Deb on the Move. So do you guys want to do the snowman or what? Let me know. Because you're over it? I'm sorry to hear that, Jennifer. So why did he do that? You want to call in and talk about it later after your best friend? Hi, Jeanette. Jeff Schultz. Hey, Peggy, Sue. Good job on the snowman. You can put, what can I do? The stuffing in the top part and rice in the base. Oh yeah, I have a lot of rice though, but they smell really good when I do them all with the rice. This is a really good scent. This is like everything. It has like oranges, you know, everything. It's really good. Hey, Two Scooter. Hi, Backdoor. Hi, Sharon. So let me know if you want to do these. Because if you want to do them, I'd like to probably do them this weekend when my daughter's here or something. Sometime after Thanksgiving. On that long weekend, you know what I mean? Maybe Saturday, maybe Sunday, maybe Saturday. If somebody wants to do these with me. I put the supplies up there. I knew Jeff Schultz was a troll. Jeff Schultz, go back to where you came from, please. We don't need your kind over here. Thank you. Inspiration. Hi, Caroline. Hey, you know how long I've been waiting for you? Oh, it's so good to see you. I ask about you from time to time, and then somebody says they see you somewhere, and I'm like, you know, because there was someone else too. There's Zoe, who sometimes used to see on Facebook who was around when you guys were around. But I haven't seen you in forever and a day. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Good to see you. How you doing? Hey Liz, wouldn't mind watching you do the snowman. Why, you wouldn't have the supplies though, really? There's a supply list in Slack. You left your phone. Oh, okay. Who do you know? Oh, you don't have to kill anyone. You can have the week off. It's Thanksgiving after all. Can you believe that it's going to be Thanksgiving? What the trolls say? Oh, just stupid stuff. Hey, Port 64. Thanks. There is a case I would like to point out, but I can't say it because it would disclose. You can send me an email, Emily. You could send me an email. My email's right in the just send it to the True Crime Chat and not to the Mommy Ramblings, because I get so much at Mommy Ramblings that it gets lost. Hey, Karen McCann, how are you? You'll be in Disneyland. Well, that's someplace to be, isn't it? The whole family's going there? Hey, Atsira. You worked today and you missed it? I've been working on getting my daughter back. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, knitting. Good luck with that. Hello, Sabrina. Hi, Jane. Little Eddie. Little Edie. And that reminds me, I've got to get to that book that I'm supposed to be doing with that author. Hi, Sammy. Okay, so what big eyes did you get your, my best friend? I'm trying to think what big eyes. Did you get the number to call in? Are you able to call in? Hi, Kathy. Hi, Diana. Depend how. Great to see you all. I'm going back to bed. I will try to catch some live. Depends on how long. Oh, okay. All right. Get some rest. Hey, Mr. Truth Seeger. Thank you. So your best friend, did you get, I sent you the number. Jimmy wants me to check something out. Jimmy said he did something. I've got to check something. I don't know what he's talking about. Okay, I ordered the gloves. Oh, I think I know what happened to Jimmy. Jimmy got stuck somewhere. Jimmy said he put a comment somewhere and he said to check it because he didn't think it came out. on the last video, and it might have gotten sent to moderation because I don't see it. So maybe that's where it is. I'll check it later, Jimmy. Let me see. Unless he put it on the snowman video. I don't know. Uh-oh. Look at it. I was like, what is that? Tonight's video doesn't have the word questions. It's something is really whacked with it. Word questions. It's hang on. I'm like, what is that? That's not my video. Hold on. Now I don't know what. Quasinians. Everybody's probably like, what are Quasinians? It says case Quasinians. Like quesadillas or something. What are they making over there? And now it doesn't want to let me change it. Maybe that's why people are coming in to find out what. Oh, I have to hit that one. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. What big eyes? I mean, my best friend? I don't know, I keep getting you guys mixed up. Did you get the number? Okay. Now let me get back to. I'm sorry. I don't know what is going on here with this. Your best friend, my best friend, your best friend. Oh, you said be right back. Did you get it? Hey, Donna Marie. Cook it on low. Oh gosh, are you guys talking about turkey? My daughter, all of a sudden, she's like, what can I make? I'm like, my daughter's never, she cooks a lot, but she never like does it Thanksgiving. She wants to make a turkey so bad. I'm like, don't worry, we'll take care of that. She's like, somebody has their turkey defrosting in their bathtub in Brooklyn, Mom. I'm like, that sounds horrendous. Oh, hey, the People's Team for Justice. Do you want to call in about anything? Do you want to call in, People's Team for Justice? I'll put the number in your thingy. Deb sent pictures of, let's see here, from Kelsey's memorial, was it memorial vigil? So go rest high on the mountain. And then, wait a second, we have the inside. we have one more. Very nice. Okay, so okay. Hey, D Montana. You like dry turkey? You'll go sit in the corner? Really? You like dry turkey? Mel, do you set... That's my daughter was asking me so much stuff about... I'm like, what are you worried about defrosting a turkey? You're not even making a turkey. Enjoy it while you can. She's like, I really want to plan a Thanksgiving menu. Hi, Jeanette. Who else did I miss? Purple Passion, hello. Buy a turduck, they're great. Yeah, I sent you the number, Jeb. Oh my gosh, I can't talk tonight. Deb, I sent you the number. You know what? I was looking at Justice, the People's Team for Justice, and then Deb, and it came out to Jeb. Why do some people take out their turkey? Melly Mel, you sound like my daughter. She's been asking me so many turkey questions and she's not even making one. Hey, Allie Cat Dales. You like dry turkey too, Kathy? Oh my gosh, what is wrong with me, Kathy? I only eat the white meat too. Yeah, me too, Kathy. Hi, who's this? Deb?
Hi, it's Deb.
Hi.
How are you guys?
Good, how are you?
Carolyn.
Hi. So did you go
happy to be.
What happened?
I said I'm happy to be here.
Oh,
Thank you.
We're happy that you're here. Did you go to the memorial?
I did, thank you. Sorry if there's a little bit of weirdness going on, but I'm trying to disconnect the speaker to the computer so that I can talk to you.
Okay.
But Carolyn, when I have you on,
Mm-hmm.
I don't always come into chat because usually I'm already in bed and I listen to you when I go to bed. I'm one of those. But I have you on my poor family, not my poor family, for them. I love you. But I have you on speaker blast, so you bellow throughout the house, and so I had to disconnect that so that I could talk to you. And I'm sorry about.
Oh, okay, that's all right.
Happy to be here, though. So I hope you guys can hear me.
Yep.
How are you?
I can hear you. Can everybody hear her? Yes, I guess so. No one's saying anything that can't.
Good. Carolyn, you're so funny, though. I try to compliment you. You are the worst compliment taker in the whole
I am.
world.
Well, yeah, I don't do it well.
And I'm one of those that over compliment. I just pour out my heart.
Mm-hmm.
And then for folks like you, it's always like, oh my God, could you just shut up already? But I do feel it, and I know you feel it too, and I love you.
Thank you. I love you too. Thanks. No, and I appreciate it.
Thank you. So were you guys talking about drawing turkeys or something?
They're
earlier?
talking about
What was
thawing turkeys, not drawing, thawing.
Oh my goodness! So we used to do that, with the hand and everything. I think you're saying drawing, right?
No,
but we would do like say to me.
Thawing, TH.
What's that?
Defrosting them.
No. What is that? Okay, I need to listen longer. I'm going to stay on to get the rest of that.
I know what you mean. You mean the turkey with the hand, right?
I thought you meant drawing.
That's good too. It's better. Drawing the turkey is good.
Okay. Anyway, happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving. Oh,
So thanks for having me. So yeah, we attended the vigil for Kelsey Berreth, and it was a beautiful turnout. So many people from around the community came together for her to remember her and to honor her. And Chief DeMiles, the Woodland Park Police Department, put the event on, and there was a lovely lady Nina, who arranged everything with two of the ladies. If you guys remember the original vigil that was done for Kelsey was with by Vanessa and Amber. Well, they put this together also. So big hearts for them, right? For they're just community members who care
excellent.
about
Yeah.
Kelsey from the
Terrific.
beginning.
Yep. Big thanks for them. Absolutely.
Not a dry eye in the house.
No.
And it was just really an honor to be there and to represent all of you guys from where you are, who are so supportive of Kelsey and her cause and initiative, giving so much heart from where you are, standing from where you are. People feel so not to be there, but don't, because your heart was really felt there. I believe Kelsey is listening and she sees all of you caring so much for her. And it's a
Absolutely.
beautiful thing. Carolyn,
Yes.
you're a great representation of that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we we believe she's around just as we feel Shenan around, and so it's yeah. I mean, there's been signs that I have, and that I've run right into a shirt that said shine, 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 and it was like at a day, like
I remember that day.
yeah,
I was on your show that day, and it was
right.
I had school. It was beautiful,
Yeah, so I
and
believe, yeah, definitely
I was here.
100%. We get signs from people that keep us going, and tell you that no, you're, because sometimes you like it's right. If you could see like you're fighting, you want to know you're fighting the good fight, right? So it's so nice to get some little validation that hey, no, thank you, or something, like hey, I'm here. Don't worry, you're doing the right thing. So,
Yeah.
because a lot of times you get a lot of crap for doing the right thing, right? Sometimes there's
Oh my gosh. Yes, I feel you so much. So the next day after attending the vigil, and I'm on my way to church to go to the church vigil, I get a message that says something to the effect of, I don't get why you would be promoting your group at Kelsey's vigil and make sense or something. Just really, I was so low.
yeah.
And I went into church that day and I prayed and I prayed and I apologized to Kelsey. I said, if I've done anything that's done nothing more than to honor you, then please tell God to strike me down. And I'm very, very sorry. But then I prayed for the family and I prayed for many blessings for Kaylee, her daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And then I left because I just felt so low. And I slept like the rest of the night.
Aw.
I watched, did you guys watch? I know it was horrible, guys. It was horrible. And then I watched, and it made me even more sad. What happened to little Gregory? I bet you guys cover that case, don't you?
Wait,
But so I was really low.
on which one? Where did you watch it?
It's on Netflix, and it's the one about the little French boy in Dijon, France. His name is Gregory Villemont, I think. And it's just an intense story about a little boy who was killed.
Ugh.
And so it was the first thing for me to watch after all of this. And so finally, we wanted to do a live yesterday, and it was just, all of us were just a bit emotional. And so today we did a live, and I'm just out of my shell. I just need to be surrounded and supported by love.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what I'm saying. And a lot of times people make you feel crappy about things you're doing, but a lot of times, I mean, we've seen it on YouTube with the Watts case, right? Sometimes the wrong creators are saying, oh, like those that were supporting Shenan, or see, like they would give you grief and stuff. And then that's what I'm saying. You can have days like that, but you should feel good about what you've done. And I wouldn't let anyone that said that is probably jealous of if some reason, I don't know. or they're just a
No,
miserable
because
person.
Karen, I need to know, how do you do it? How do you do it? You do so many cases, you get shaita from all around the place. And every day you come on, and you come on multiple times, and you look fabulous.
Yeah.
So I want to know your morning regime so that you
Yeah,
look so great.
it's like nothing. Okay, I'm serious. Everybody thinks that it's like nothing. It's like some blush if I get to do that. Everybody thinks I wear a lot of eyeliner. I've showed them that really that's like my mascara or yeah, and a little eyeshadow, and that is like all that I do. And if I get to do my hair, I do it. If I don't, I don't.
It's not fair. It's just not fair.
So
And it must be
today,
something.
let's see, I split my lip because I didn't put chapstick or whatever on my lips, and now they got chapped,
You
and
don't
then I
have
split
you
them.
don't have a stain on your lip right now? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I split. The middle of your lip where that piece is where it meets, and then if it gets, yeah, I split that. Lovely.
Oh my gosh, you're so strong. You really are so inspiring. I can't even tell you enough. I wasn't doing any of this, and then I became a member of your group, and you inspired me, and that's when all the stuff, the bashing that was going on with Shanann, and my inspiration was to take everyone down that was hurting you and bashing Shanann Watts. And then Kelsey's case happened, and it wasn't getting that much attention, and I thought, oh gosh, we need to step in quickly before anybody starts to do what they did to Shanann, to Kelsey. And that's what originally drove me, and that was all inspired by you. And so thank you. And you've always stayed in tune with us, and with Kelsey's case, you've been on top of it. Sometimes I'm amazed when we talk. You know more than I do. And I'm like, where'd you get that? And sure, that was me. You are awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not kissing your butt. I'm telling you, I'm being sincere.
I appreciate it. Thank you. But I think you're awesome too. You've helped me through. You helped me when I was going through that crap and I was losing my mind. So, I appreciate that immensely.
You almost killed someone, but you never lost your mind.
Yeah, almost. But yeah, so I mean, it's like, yeah, I think we all have to be supportive of each other, and it's a great thing. And I don't know why people. That's why I'm saying I don't know why people have to just go and just like pull people and just bash people all day. It's so ridiculous, and you never know what anyone's going through. You don't. And what
you always say, kill them with kindness. And if that doesn't work, then kill them. And I have been trying to kill people with kindness, and I haven't killed anyone yet. Neither
I haven't killed anyone yet either. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So we're doing okay. I'm following your lead, and it's all good, right?
Right. It's all good. It'll be all good in the end. I mean, everybody says the truth comes out, the good wins, and sometimes even with little things like the PTA. I remember we had PTA problems. I thought that was like the end all, like, but now, yeah, it's crazy. So there's always got to be some miserable people out there that like to make people's lives miserable, but. Yeah, like you said, just move on, try to not ignore them and just do your thing. And you're doing great things there. So,
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I think my husband said to me the other day, and I think this is probably something Jimmy has said to you, which is the emptiest barrel make the loudest noise.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, that's a good one. Emptiest barrel makes the loudest noise. True. Very true. And I think, you need that encouragement, and we should be encouragement for anybody that's going through hard times. A lot of people in our community going through very hard times. So they don't need, we don't need added, dramatic crap brought in. So, that's the thing. It's like, it's enough. Life is enough.
Yes.
But tell me about 48 Hours. Did you watch that?
Okay, guys, can I be completely honest, raw,
Thank
and
you,
in
Turtle
my
Girl.
own obnoxious nagging form with you guys? Can I just be for real?
Yeah.
And then if it bites me in the butt, it bites me in the butt. Because as creators, we do want networks to pay attention and to notice so that we can get our message and our word out there. So I might say something that will bite that in the butt, in the buttocks. But what Dateline did, no, I'm sorry, not Dateline.
48 Hours. I didn't watch it yet, for the record.
What network is that?
CBS.
If you guys CBS, is it CBS?
Mm-hmm.
What CBS did, first of all, I'm just going to start from the beginning of my emotion and then to the end of my synopsis here. The fact that the day that was set, the anniversary of Kelsey's death, was set to memorialize her, to remember her, for us to find some sort of closure. I know that we will always move on to search for Kelsey, but some closure in the sense that that person who did what they did to her is behind bars. We're at the anniversary. It's time to remember her in her lightest moment. But that network chose to release those images from trial then. It was all so quick, so too soon. We have not seen, Carolyn, you've done a million trials here. You know that these types of images this docu-dump does not happen so quickly, right? Didn't you find that so interesting that that network had it? And then they were so callous and thoughtless to release it all, because they're first in line. This is me, my opinion, guys. Because they're first in line, they get this information and, okay, rub it in everyone else's face. But in the meantime, they did not think about Kelsey for a second, to pause for a moment, to just give it a day. Give it a day before you release all these images and these documents that you received from court, your source, obviously the district attorney. We see that so legibly on every image, thanks to images, thanks to the district attorney, Dan May. Okay, I'm going to move on from that nagging. But then we have the show, which is the day after of remembering Kelsey, which is a hard hit to the heart. But fair enough, they got to do what they got to do. It's a business. What did they do? All they did is just insert those images that they blasted in everyone's face the day that everyone's trying to have prayer for Kelsey. They just blasted in between a show they already had months before. And it was really repetitious. I would say repetitious and insensitive. It didn't instill. It didn't.
See, I didn't see it. I didn't see the show yet.
It didn't have a full story. It didn't give any light to Kelsey and her. And it was just a little bit of what the friends had said before. They had an opportunity to redo those segments where the three friends were sitting in a chair. Could have been really amazing moments of learning, because as the trial went on, we learned and we got to learn Kelsey's relationship with her coworkers and the position that she was in. I would have loved to see the aviation folks in there speaking about Kelsey and how she was and how exceptional she was, but we didn't see that. So I'm ranting, and this is why I gave you guys the disclaimer. I was disappointed, and I'm looking forward to Dateline NBC, because I know
Are they doing another one? Are they doing another one?
Yeah.
When is that?
They are.
Do you know when
I'm
it's airing?
thinking. I think we should hear about it any day. It should be coming up, and you know, you guys it'll be a very good timing that is very sensitive to Kelsey. And because that's Sam Kramer, that's NBC, that's Sam Kramer, that's the producer Justin Balding. They come out here and they spend every day since the beginning. Since the very beginning. You didn't see Nikki Batiste here in the beginning for Kelsey. I'm going to say this. I'm doing this. I don't care. Nikki Batiste did not show up until the day of the verdict. Okay, and I don't even know what's compelling me to say all of this, other than that I do think that the 48 hours was very repetitious. It was not so enlightening. It was not sensitive to the case, to the victim, and I'm looking forward to seeing other networks interpret this case in their way, because there is so much more to the story. There's just so much more. And I had to do that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah,
I didn't see it. I understand. I didn't see it yet. Cause it's on my DVR, but I didn't see it yet.
Sorry.
Yeah.
If you saw the first one and then you saw the new images, there's no bother to even watch it.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not, this is not just my opinion. This is hundreds of people who have written me that have said, and then I just got on board. I so get it. I believe it. They were so taken aback
Yeah.
at the insensitivity. And I was just like, well, it's a business and this is, we got to, it's an information. It's got to go. It's got to go. It's got to go. And no, I realized, yeah, there's a point where there's some sensitivity and there's a lot more to the case than just being the first person to spew it all out. And it was sensationalized, and I didn't like that. It almost felt commercialized.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like it, and
Yeah.
I saw what they were saying, and I didn't like it.
Right, right. I agree. I mean, a
Sorry,
lot of
Jim.
times we're not even into, like, I hardly watch those, 'cause if it's a case we follow, usually we have more information than they do.
Right. You turn it off midstream.
Yeah,
Even
it's
if
like,
you
oh,
even make it
this is
midstream.
ridiculous. They get stuff wrong, It's like I can't watch this,
It's like it's skimming. It's skimming the information. It's an eighth of the information that you know,
Yeah.
and you have to turn it off. It becomes
It's
ridiculous. That's
made
how
for
I
people
felt.
that don't
That's
know
how
the
I felt.
case at all, like they're hearing it for the first time ever,
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, and it's just not. It's just not. Yeah, it's not what it is.
mm-hmm.
It's
Now,
getting.
did you
Yeah,
hear about
thank you,
this other
Mark.
case? Did you hear about this other guy that killed his pregnant girlfriend? His pregnant
No.
no, his
What?
pregnant wife. I'm sorry, his pregnant wife, 28 years old. We just went over it last night. It's another case. They were both chemists, and he had a mistress. It was just coming out, but she was 28. They can't find her. Did they find her body yet? I'm trying to remember the case. Either they didn't know where it was at first, and then they found it. And then there's another guy. Did you hear this one? That they can't find the woman. They're looking for her in New Jersey in Freehold. Uh, she was she disappeared on Halloween, the night before Halloween, and then the guy killed himself. He was the main suspect, and he killed himself. So now they don't even know where she is, and he killed himself. So he took with him, the evidence, and so
Oh,
yeah.
God. So are you guys picking up patterns here? Let's just see. The guy that killed himself is a typical thing. It's the murder-suicide, and that's no one can have you. If I can't have you, no one can have you, and without you, I can't live. That's been
Oh, he
going
took
on
him
for
to-
many, 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 for lifetimes. This thing that's been happening, you guys picking up on it, is this where you have a mistress and you kill your wife and you actually think you can get away with killing your wife and your children and have a future with this mistress? Isn't that some type of new delusion? Have you noticed that? You guys have picked up on it?
Most
I know
family
you.
annihilators kill themselves. Well, if they kill their whole family, they kill themselves. The ones that aren't going to kill themselves, like Chris Watts, he did it because he was going to go and try to have another life. He thought he'd get away with it. And Patrick Frazee stuff, yeah. And but Patrick Frazee, he thought he thought he was smarter than the cops. So no body, no crime, right?
Yeah, yes.
But the other one that just committed
Crazy.
suicide didn't do it when he murdered her. He did it afterwards. After he found out that he was the main suspect, and I guess he felt like they were going to get him, then he killed himself.
Oh, one of those. It's a
Yeah.
coward.
Yeah, right. A
So
coward, right, yes.
So it's either you turn yourself in like Chris Watts and you take it in the gut and you give 3 confessions and hopefully one goes closer and closer to the truth. I don't know, what do you guys think? Was he going further away from the truth or closer to the truth? Or you're a coward and you kill yourself because you're a loser and you realize your life is over and your little dumb plan to live a happy life with your mistress was just completely delusional. And it's not a mental state. Let's not give these people a mental break to say that they had a mental breakdown and thought, no, this is the grass is greener. She's prettier. She's better.
I'm
put down
tired
the
of
wife.
this. I want something new. I don't want to deal with any of the mess. So I'm just gonna get rid of it. It's so ridiculous. Yeah.
So ridiculous.
And they keep doing it. They keep seeing these cases, right? And you think it would be a wake-up call? You know, I don't know if they made some public service announcements. Maybe they should make some public service announcements, like just like show the guys, show what they were thinking, and then just like show the slamming doors, or if any of them are on death row, you know, show that. And just, you know, like I said this before, maybe
Yeah.
some people need to see that, like, this was your new life, welcome to it. You know, do you want to, don't kill your spouse, get a divorce, you know? I mean, it's just,
It's crazy. How about this? You know how we have home ec in high school? What
Yeah.
about anger management? Anger management. We need to learn life skills in home ec. Everyone has to do it. I think all of us have been through it.
Life's, yeah,
boys
just,
and
just
girls.
major life skills,
What
like
about you,
killing your wife is not, and you know, it's not a good decision to the problem. That's just gonna, you know, it's just like, I don't know, they're just, they're smarter than everyone, and they just
It's scary, Carolyn, because you're doing one case. To every one case you're doing, you've got two more that pop on you each week or each month.
yeah, I know.
mean,
Yeah, right. And how, and think about how many that they got away. And you know what else they're doing? They're doing a new movie of the Michael Peters, the staircase, the Michael Peterson one, where he might be connected to two murders. One that was in Germany that was ruled accidental, but then after his wife was killed going down a staircase. You remember that case?
Oh, yeah.
With the
They're
blow
gonna do
poke and all
again.
that stuff. Yeah, there. Harrison Ford is now. They're making another movie of it, and Harrison Ford plays Michael Peterson.
Ooh, that's gonna be big.
Yeah.
That's gonna be good. Hopefully, don't we hope that in each movie that they do, because we know the books and the movie deals are endless. We only hope, and that's fine, and we encourage everyone doing all of that for creative purposes. We encourage that, but please capture the story for what it is, because otherwise, come to Mommy Rambling's True Crime Chat to get the true facts of the case. It appalls me when Hollywood gets involved and they skim the whole crime. It's just they don't even get into the nitty gritty. It's hard to watch sometimes.
You think
There's
they'll
so
make?
much more to
Do you think they'll make a movie about the Berreth case, Kelsey Berreth case?
What do you think? You're the expert. I feel like Dan May is in the works of a book deal.
Do you
I saw
think?
him multiple times walking 2 blocks away on his cell phone, talking, and I'm thinking, what? Who is he talking to 2 blocks away? Why can't he talk to them in the lobby? We have a 15-minute break. You only have so much time. So fresh air, talking while on the phone with fresh air, probably, but my inquisitive mind wonders. And I thought, he's doing a book deal. He's talking about his emotions right now. He's sending that over to his ghostwriter, his publisher, his emotions of what's going on, to add that and like the little details of what he's thinking in the moment. But that's my little devious mind that questions everything in the world.
Yeah, no, I mean,
But I don't.
it's that
He had all of a sudden, right? All of a sudden, he's on 40 hours going, "We gave the devil a deal."
yeah, right. I mean, yes. I mean, I think that he should. I think somebody should that's connected with the facts, because the media was robbed. I'm not the media. The public was robbed of so much, not being able to see the trial. So they should come forward with, something factual that's, that would be good. I mean, I think a lot of people would be interested, because there really wasn't a lot of media coverage on it at all. The whole case. I mean, because of all the gag orders and everything. Now, let me ask you, do you know where Patrick is going? Do you know what prison he's going to go to?
Sorry. It's my fault. I just plugged in the charger. I can't hear you. Either.
Okay. So do you know where Patrick's going to go?
I don't. I do not know.
Okay.
I do not know where he's going to go. There is rumor that he may go to Wisconsin, guys, where Chris Watts is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my
Big
gosh.
rumor. Wouldn't that be something, huh?
Oh boy.
What do you guys think of the new images that have been released in this case? So I was there in court and trial, and I saw these images. And you know what these images do to me?
Mm-hmm.
They make me think of what the family's reactions were. They remind me, because I wasn't looking at the images. You look at it for a second. The emotion's so thick, it's so raw that you see it, you feel it, and then you realize, I can't even describe. You have Kelsey's father doubled over in tears. And so I can't look at these images now that they've been released. It's very difficult. It's just, the pain is just very tangible from them. But what do you guys think as far as Patrick's defense and then seeing these images? Do they
Okay, so
correlate to where he is right now? What do you think?
now they want me to clarify which images. Do you mean of the pickup truck and the tote? Are those the images you're talking about? Or are you talking about Crystal pointing out the evidence, or where the blood was?
All of it. I will say that Crystal pointing out to the blood, the non-existent blood that she cleaned up,
Mm-hmm.
was, it's non-existent. We don't see it. We don't even see it. But her description, just being there and seeing that video, is what had everyone just grasping for, I don't know, it was horrible. Like, what? Why? And Kelsey's father doubled over in tears. It was just, seeing her in a CBI jacket and a hat and taking the broom and sweeping it up as high as it can go.
Mm-hmm.
It was more than seeing reality. It allowed the imagination to realize the significance
Right.
of the crime, and it became too real. It was almost like I can't describe it better than that. It was just bad. It was
Yeah.
horrible.
Of course, yeah,
And
because
seeing
you've got
her
all that
do
emotion there.
yeah. Yes. And then her at the farm and then the fire pit. We had learned so much about that fire pit. We had already seen the image of the fire pit. But seeing her pointed out when it was all dusted over with sand and dirt, and then that they did the grading that they did to find it and discover it, and to really see that Patrick left all that burnt plastic behind,
Mm-hmm.
and then to see the pups and the dogs nearby, and then it was very real. And I was just wondering, and then even the images of Patrick coming in and out of the house, where you see he's carrying something heavy, and they thought it might be the tote. It doesn't look like the tote. Krista and my team, she and I think and agree that it's the baby car seat and a jacket. But the prosecution was intimating that it might be the tote. But then there's that image they didn't share yet, and I can't wait for them to share, is the one that I spoke about with you, is with Patrick carrying something that looked like it was covered in a jacket over his shoulder, which I thought was a weapon.
Right.
That was the image of him going in the house before Kelsey got home. That's the image before we haven't seen, but before the image that we have seen, which is of them carrying the poinsettia plant. And he went in the house before that moment, that poinsettia plant, and he's carrying something over his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I was wondering, you guys seeing these images, what do you think? If you were on the jury, how do you feel about these images?
I still am stuck up why there were no. I need someone to explain to me why they didn't pick her up at any time, why they didn't pick Crystal at any time going in or out of the condo, why they didn't pick her up going on the road where that furniture store camera, why did she only get picked up in the Sonic?
That is so huge. I always agree with you with that.
I have a real problem with that. I mean, a real problem.
Yeah, it was so disappointing to come back to you because you guys were asking me. Your group was so sharp. Mm-hmm. You guys were like, well, we've seen Patrick Frazee on the images. Did you confirm that Crystal was on the images? And I was like, I heard of it, but I didn't see it. Let me find out. No, she was never captured on that camera. And you're so right. That's the one, and then the furniture store.
I don't get it. Like, cause they even got Kelsey. They even got a picture of Kelsey on that furniture store camera.
Did they luck out with the images that they have, and that's what we are left with?
But just think about the
Did they luck
chances
out
of
with
that.
them?
I mean, not picking her up, not even one time, you know. Um, I don't know. I just there's something in there is just that would really, if I was on the jury, I would be like, I need someone to explain this to me, please, because it's driving me crazy.
What about the dog alerting at the hay bale? Did you see that? I wasn't there for that moment either, so I missed a day,
Mm-hmm.
maybe 2 days and a half, maybe 1 day and a half. I'm not sure. Maybe 1 day and two halves. It was not much,
Mm-hmm.
but I have children and we have things, commitments.
Yeah.
And but I did miss you. It was like the key parts for me. It was the cell phone pinging, it was the dog alerting, and it was Sean Frazee's testimony day. Oh, it was so much. It happened so fast.
I can't wait till we
So
can get some transcripts of, the
did you
testimony.
file a quorum?
Did what?
Did you file a quorum? Did you
I tried, and I told someone else. It's really weird. It won't let me do it right now as like a member of the media. Right now, they only gave you like 4 choices, and it was an attorney, um, or the guardian ad litem. So I don't know. I'm going to check again. Maybe they just hadn't updated the site when I went to do it.
Yeah, you would qualify for media more than us. We
But
haven't done it.
They didn't have media. Right, they didn't even
We're
have that
hoping-
as an option yet, but I'll check. That was a couple of days ago. And somebody was going to check and see if they saw it too. I'm going
just
definitely.
hoping folks, like your big time will get it, and you'll share it with us. Because we're little peons. They're not going to give it to us. But would you share it with us, or at least
Sure, absolutely,
Would you do that?
yeah.
I'll pay for it. I'll do
Absolutely.
whatever I can. You're bigger than us. You'll get it.
Absolutely, yeah. I think because I just went like the next day, and I don't think they had updated it, so I'll check it tomorrow. They'll probably have something, but
That's
yeah.
gonna be crazy. Right? That'll be big time stuff.
I mean, yeah. I mean, and then like I don't know if you follow this other case tomorrow is Mark Severs who's on for killing. It's funny, he didn't do any of the killing of his wife. He arranged for it, but he's up for the death penalty.
I love it. It goes along with because that was Patrick Frazee and that was Crystal Lee Kinney. Patrick was trying to have other people do it, and then even Crystal was to hire a hitman, and they didn't want to do it themselves, but last resort they ended up doing it, and it is what it is. But this guy was able to get people to do it, and so here we are. Let's make sure that all charges go against him. Just because you don't swing the bat doesn't mean that you're not culpable. And that means, and that goes for Megan, and that goes for Michelle, and that goes for Brooke, and that goes for, I'm going to leave your name out, Mr. Gun Holder Man, for now, because I think that you are an innocent bystander right now, but there's a lot of people after you too. And Ma Frazee, oh my goodness, those code words that were said between the hitman and jail to relate back to Ma Frazee, Patrick Frazee in his own words, in his own handwriting, wrote this to his hitman. Call my mother and say, the horses are, whatever, do you remember the horses are
the elk hunt, the elk hunt, yep.
The ones they're taken care of or something?
Yeah, the elk hunt is underway or something, yeah, right, or something like that. Now,
I feel like Ma Frazee is going to be the NK of this case.
Speaking of Ma Frazee, did you hear anything about Patrick filing an appeal?
I heard rumors of it tonight. I heard rumblings of it tonight. Is he?
I don't know.
Will he?
I don't know. I thought he would. I thought we would hear already. Because he only has a limited time to do that. Usually, they're talking about it right when they're in court that day.
I'm not. I would not be surprised if he does, but I will tell you guys this from my opinion, and this is not an expert opinion whatsoever. But judge and defense, I'll leave it to judge and defense. they took all the appropriate steps. They were to a T by the book, and I don't see Patrick winning an appeal. I just don't. It might seem like the defense did not do as much as they could have, but I find that goes along with ethics. That the defense could have done a lot more, but they would have had to lie, and they didn't. And they took all the appropriate steps in defending Patrick Frazee, legal steps, and they did what they did with the defense that they had. So my personal opinion is that any appeal is not going to make it. It's not going to work. It's not going to happen. He's going to try, but he's not going to win it. The judge was very fair. The judge was very competitive. The judge was just too fair. He was great, very fair, very swift.
Did you hear anything about the prosecution? Did they say anything about that without the media coverage? I mean, is that something that they wanted to see, or that they were happy that they didn't have?
Explain that to me. I'm sorry, I didn't get the question.
Okay. Did you hear anything from either Dan May or any of the other prosecutors that were they happy that there was no cameras allowed in court and big media coverage, or were they disappointed in that?
I didn't hear anything to that whatsoever. Okay. I can tell you from actions, in my opinion, that I noticed, I will be getting low to the brow here, but I noticed Elizabeth Reed looks exceptionally gorgeous compared to the pre-hearings and all of those things. She looked camera ready. And then I'll just be just shallow enough to say that I thought it was interesting that just days after that the media had access to Dan May and all of them. I hope I'm along the lines of what you're saying, but it was leaving you guys out was not fair. Leaving everyone out was not fair. But what it did was protect Patrick and his justice. So when there is an appeal, he will not be able to say, the media, he will not be able to say prejudice to the town. They did a very, very good job of that. But as far as media is concerned, I think that it would have been better for certain people's careers to have the cameras in, so I don't think that they preferred it that way, but certainly took the opportunity once the trial was over to engage all of that type of thing. And that's my opinion, and that's all it is.
Yeah, no, I understand. And then there was, what else I want to ask you? If you knew where Patrick, when is Crystal, is she getting sentenced on December 5th, did you say? Or is it after that?
Yeah, she'll be December 2nd, maybe December 5th. You were probably
December 2nd?
Better than me. But so I don't believe, I have heard that this is going to be one of those parents' hearings. I don't know what will be covered, but I hear half that it's going to say a lot, and the other half it's just the beginning to the ones that will follow that will be more important, the sentencing and all of that. I think this is an appearance hearing.
Oh, an
but
appearance
don't quote
hearing,
me.
okay.
You might be getting, the ball might be dropping on her that day. And it will be interesting. But don't you guys find it even more interesting if Idaho were to come forward to have charges against her as well, to charge her as well for these crimes? Can they do that? Will they do that? That's interesting.
I don't know.
I hope they do.
What about a wrongful death? I mean, can the family file a wrongful death on her?
They certainly can. I'm not the expert, guys. I hope you would know, Carolyn. You've done this long enough. You know better. I love that you ask me questions, though. Do you think they will
I would think you could, yeah, because she didn't alert people when she could have. I would think that the family could.
Yeah, and do you hope that they do?
Yeah, I do.
Me too.
Yeah.
It seems like just, from my stance, they have that right. That was, yes. You would know better. I would do it even if there wasn't legal recourse for it. I would just always fight for her to do something right in Kelsey's name.
Yeah. Well, I
Mother
mean, we can
was
find, we
legal
can
to do it.
find out, I mean, and see if, because I think they have one filed on Patrick, right? But now that he was convicted, I don't know if that, still goes through or what the deal is on that. You know, the wrongful death.
It was a powerful, powerful statement from Cheryl Berreth, that's Kelsey's mother. And you're exactly right. I'm picking up what you're putting down. You're talking about that aviation scholarship that they wish to have for Kelsey each year. And you guys, let me explain this to you. This aviation scholarship it's an amazing scholarship. It does great things for our country. This scholarship is a lot of money, and it would require continuous yearly contributions so that an individual would be able to learn to fly under Kelsey's name. So we could raise the money and make it for 1 year, but this is a long-term commitment. This is a true-hearted commitment to keep Kelsey's name alive. They expect Patrick to contribute to it, and I agree with that. I think that's fabulous. I think the world and we all come together to make this happen, and even better if Patrick is the one who has to make it happen, the one who's required to put money into this, so it does happen every year, forever. I love it. It was powerful.
Yeah.
Did you guys read her statement? Yeah.
Yeah, and they said, someone said, you know, crossing state lines. So, I mean, there's a lot of questions, you know, about that, but also about the inheritance, right?
Yeah.
I wonder how that is going to, you know, he was in a battle with his brother and sister, right?
Yeah.
And
So
now
you guys wonder why we haven't heard from any of the family members in media.
Yeah, I know, right?
So, because you guys want to, you know why? Because there's further litigation going on, and there's that civil case, and then there is the custody case, and then there's the estate. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes, and how those things all came about and how this all ties together is unbelievable. There's so much more to this case I can't even describe. But yeah, we don't hear from those players because there's still a lot going on behind the scenes. I think what we can do in the meantime is hope that Kaylee ends up always stays with the Berreth family, that they're able to adopt her. Patrick gives us that parental right, because that's one of the things that are in litigation right now. Right. They've stated their wishes at the end of trial at his verdict. And then we also know behind the scenes that a lot of this came to be one of the aggravating circumstances was Patrick Frazee's father's inheritance. And that's where it ties in Patrick Frazee's mother, Ma Frazee, Sheila, and then Patrick's sister, Erin. And then we have a little bit of things going on with Sean, but it affects him because he's also in the family. So that's a big playing role. And
now,
huge stuff, guys. There's still a lot going on. We can't let this go. I was hoping we could let's just start looking for Kelsey, but there's a lot more going on. Meanwhile, we need to continue to look for Kelsey. That's the main initiative, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, I really do think that she's in a river. Her you know, her remains went into a river. It's just the way I feel. You know, I mean, I don't know. I don't think
you're along the lines in thinking of the United States Attorney Jason Dunn's office. They believe that Kelsey no longer exists, and I hate to report that, but it is of logical thinking that is the case. Nonetheless, Pastor did say, and there were ashes in a galvanized trash can, and he said to the ranch hands, there's antlers inside of there, so maybe that was to suggest that he was covering up for what could be bones.
Oh
And
yeah,
bones
yeah,
are
I think 100%, yeah.
And they could be, they're probably in water because it would make sense, hot coils, hot remains, he was just freshly burning her. I get
Yeah.
the water. I think she's in water in Nash Ranch, or he's buried her, he's done it under the ground and then thrown away that trash can at that dumpster that's nearby.
See,
I get you.
that whole
Maybe we
thing,
can find.
no body, no crime, no body, no crime. I don't think he would bury the body. I think the reason he burned the body, I think if he was going to bury the body, I don't even think he would have burned the body that much. I think the fact that he burned the body, he was really trying to make no body. And so then when he had just the ashes, he's going to take those ashes and throw them in water. And that's it. No body. He wasn't going to take the chance that somebody found it, dug it. See, I just don't see him digging it after all of that. After all of that, he's just going to try to get rid of it. It was either going to go off a gorge or a cliff or somewhere where that was going to disperse in the air and never be found, or it was going to go into water where it'll never be found.
I almost feel like I do agree with you 100%, but I think to take it one step forward, if that's his mentality of no body, no crime, then I think he would have put it in a dumpster and let it go to a landfill that no one would ever be around, ever.
No, because if he puts it in a landfill, there's a body there. He really took that literally. No body.
If it's just burnt bone, if it's just remnants of her, the best way to never, ever, ever anyone coming across her body would be to put her in a landfill, because people don't walk through landfills. But people do go to gorges. They do walk through rivers. They do fish in rivers.
Right,
they do
but
take their dogs to the
you'll
rivers,
never find it. Like
them.
I could take a bunch of fireplace ashes, right, or something like that, and I could throw them in, let's just say, one of the rivers here, and then ask you literally like in a week to go back and see if you could find any remnant of that ash. You won't find it. It's gone.
Oh, that's smart, because you have a current and it slips away.
It's
You're
gone.
right.
It's gone. You're not going to find it. There's sand. There's and if it rains and it stirs up the bottom, and it's gone. It's never going to be found.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. That's so true. I didn't think about that. Yeah, it doesn't just sit there, does it?
No.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Washes away.
It's gone.
So
Even in a lake, I mean,
thing.
you'll see there,
Yeah.
Depending on how large the lake is and where the water flows from that lake, there's a current there's springs underground. It's so, I really believe he took that literally, no body, no crime, and that was the way he could make the body go away. He wasn't going to put it in a landfill where they, theoretically could find a body. No body. That's why he burned it.
I agree with you. I agree with you so much. But can we make a deal?
Mm-hmm.
Can you? Because that's probably the case. It is probably where things are going to end up. But will you support us while we just eliminate the land? Do you think that that's fair?
Sure. I mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, but yeah, I just do think that I don't feel that she'll be, that you'll find a body, but sure, absolutely.
Do you think it would be a waste of time, or should we just go to that? I mean, should we delineate?
I mean, where do you want to search?
The Nash Ranch, and it's a lot of acreage.
Is there anything that, tells you, have you seen ground disturbed? Have you seen anything like that?
I don't know. I don't know. There's specific areas that we want to search, definitely.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's almost willing to give him like some kind of a, oh, I don't know, just to see if he would get some kind of an incentive somewhere just to find out if he would say where the body was.
I wish you would do that.
You know what I
We
mean?
have
Some small
heard of
incentive, maybe like he's
that
going to
one
get a
area.
TV in his cell I mean, just some kind of or you know, just something to see and give the family closure and let them know where it was,
That would be
or Kenny if she knows, like for sure.
right. Can Kenny get a good deal for it? Absolutely, even better deal. I don't
Right.
think she knows. She probably would have used that, don't you think? But Patrick, he could probably get pancakes for breakfast if he let her. It's not much of a reward for him at this point.
All right. Somebody wants me to show you an image by the ranch. Hang on. Let's see here. I'm trying to pull it up. At Sarah, did you just send it? Because I don't have it. Did you just send it?
Hey, Mommy.
Hey, hi, is this my best friend?
It is.
Hey, how are you? Oh wait, I just want I did at Sarah can you can't see the chat, can you, Deb? Can you see it, my best friend?
No.
Oh, okay, hang on, let me go back and check then. At Sarah, did you just send it? I'm gonna see. No, she's. Oh, it was a couple of weeks ago. Okay, hold on a second.
Tom woke up to come on, and I think he went back to sleep. I'm the worst, guys. Yeah.
All right, so hold on.
Are you going to send the picture in Messenger or on?
Well, wait. Yeah, I'm going to show you right now. She's gonna hold on a minute. She wants me to show you some Nash Ranch picture. Let's see here. Okay, so you want me to show? Let's see. What is this one? Is this the one you want me to show? Hold on. Let me see if this is.
I also want to say something, Carolyn,
Yeah.
while you're looking at that.
Mm-hmm.
Near the Franklin Nash Ranch, which is a part of the Dave Nash Ranch, or the Nash Ranch conglomerate. Near that ranch, you guys are going to freak out, is a heart-shaped pond. I hope it's been searched.
Is this it? Is this the heart-shaped pond over here?
Wait, let me see this. No, that's Lawford. No. It's Lake George. You guys got to go a lot more south. And south and west.
It shows the reservoir in contrast to the lake and how close the reservoir is to the ranch, she said.
He pinged up near Lake George on the 22nd, and that's the path of the Pell feeding that he had to do, the cake feeding he had to do. There's some things up here. And we believe that day is when he went to Slagle's house, and he took the long route. So if you take the road from Frazee Ranch, and then you go up to Lake George, and then you just follow that corner out and then go down, that'll come down to Slagle's house. But if you see Frazee's Ranch to your right, and you take the road that goes down through 3 small reservoir lakes,
right,
and you keep going, and then you go to the west, that's the end of your screen, go west, that is where he also pinged. But he pinged in this area, guys. He pinged in the Frazee Ranch area, and we did not analyze those pings and how far out he went. Outside of the 22nd, he was at Lake George. But when he was at his home, we didn't analyze how far he could possibly be from his house. And there is water around his house. So we can't rule that out. We just can't. They could have driven down a back path to water by his house. And they searched water on his property, but it's vast and there's access to other areas there. So I see where you're concentrating up here. We're concentrating more southwest, but we can't rule out either places, guys.
Okay.
Significant.
I see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. This is Sarah. Did you? She said he could have left his phone at home since it's so close.
Yeah, exactly. That's so important.
Mm-hmm.
And if he was going to take his phone with him, let's at least see how far these teams stretch out. Because certainly he could not be on his property and he could be near these lakes. Palmer Lake's not too far away from there.
Okay.
Or Platte Lake. I think it's Platte or Palm Platte. Which one is it, Kevin?
I don't. I don't know. I know Lake George. We spent a lot of time looking for Lake George, and then found out it was right behind that like general store that we passed already. We actually saw a red truck on the road when we were doing the Google Drive. Thought it was Patrick's truck on the road.
It could be. Those things are pretty close to. They're just a few months off.
Yeah, I mean, yes, because it was, and then the guy that was fishing in December at Lake George, you could get right up, to close to the shore and everything, and that was in December. So,
Yeah. We got to keep looking. Let's look. Let's keep looking land, water, anywhere. Let's keep looking for Kelsey. Because the more we keep looking for Kelsey, the closer we are to finding her, right?
right, yep, right, yep. I mean, I hope we do, but I have a feeling, that her ashes are already scattered in the water. I have a very, very strong feeling about it. But if you can find it, I mean, if you think there's a place to look, I mean, yeah, sure, look, but.
Yeah. I mean, it could be an endless thing, but let's maybe crack the egg a little bit and then realize, you asked this question, do you think Patrick will tell us where she is? I don't know if he will, but I think we all can hope that he will. I think if there's any saving grace to any of this, is that he does.
See, I think you're better off, I think there's a better chance there of finding out from him or from her, just somehow, like what happened.
How about this? If Crystal knows where Kelsey is, if friends of Crystal knows, friends and family of Crystal know where Kelsey is, and they haven't come forward, we're going to go very, very hard on you. Come forward. Patrick Frazee, it's all he has. There's no other saving grace. His family, same thing applies to them. You hold that to your grave. Trust me, trust you. When you die, you will burn in hell. And your burn, you'll be felt. You won't be dead like Kelsey was already. I'm getting visual here. But that is the evilest thing, right? To live the rest of their lives out keeping that secret to themselves. They should burn in hell for that.
Right.
Do you guys agree?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's what I'm trying to say is, first of all, is he even? Did they ever mention his religion or anything? Do you know anything about? I wonder if he's going to discover. Do you think he's going to discover God like Chris Watts?
He never participated in Kelsey's religion and her faith for God. He seems to be the kind of personality that thinks that people who believe in God and have faith in God are weak people. It's a weakness. And I don't see him finding God whatsoever. I see him gravitating to the evil side of prison, and I see him infiltrating it, and I see him taking advantage of it and using it to his benefit. I only hope that there's God-fearing, loving, beautiful people who might have taken the wrong path, but they're on the right path, and earning their pittance and taking their punishment, but that while they're in prison, that I'm not a good person in this moment when I say this, but God forbid you work in the kitchen. I hope they burn him. I hope they take a hot pan and put it up against his face. He needs to burn. I'm miserable right now. It's so emotional.
Yeah.
And you
No.
know, you feel it too. We speak
Yeah.
from the heart, right?
Yeah, I know. I mean, I remember Susan. You remember Susan Smith when
Yeah.
she drowned her little boys? And my daughter
Oh,
was making her Holy Communion. Well, it was like, there's a whole preparation. So we were going, and it was one of the things where we were there as parents, and it was right after it happened. And a lot of us were there, and this nun came in, and I don't know how we talked about it, but we were all saying, like, give us like 15 minutes in a room with this woman. We were so consumed with how could she have done that to these poor little boys. And you know what the nun told us?
oh my God, Carolyn, you were there.
The nun said, well, I understand that you're upset with her, but you have
Oh
to
my
pray
God.
for her. And we couldn't even see straight, right? And so she was telling us all this stuff about it, and she's saying, that's what you have to do. And all of us mothers were like, oh my gosh, how could you? And she, so yeah, I remember that. So, it was really hard, but she was saying, we're saying, but you know what the little boys went through, and she just did this, and then she lied about it, and then, and she was like, no, and so it was like, crazy. It was, we couldn't even comprehend.
Oh my gosh, so Carolyn, so then you can tell me that you relate to
Yeah,
Kelsey's mother
absolutely. And then
saying
somebody
that
she would say to you, Deb, you've got to calm down. I know you want to put a hot pot on him, but, you just have to pray, and, and this and that. And it's very difficult, right? So, yeah, that's how we were, because we were just like, oh my gosh, like, how could this mother do this to her kids?
Oh
And
my
it's, yeah, it's,
Did you question, like Kelsey's mother said that this case has made her question her faith? I can imagine
absolutely,
that
absolutely.
make her
Like the
question her
Rusaks
faith.
too, they cried out as well. I think it would make anybody rattled. You know what I mean? Yeah, absolutely. It really tests you. It really tests you. Of course, like little things can test you, right? Not even like that, but then something like this, yeah. Something like the Rusaks went through, of course, it's going to test your faith.
Oh my gosh, I don't know how you went through that. That is intense.
Yeah, it's, I mean,
Is that one of the reasons why you're such an advocate for victims to this day?
yeah, I mean, I feel for the victims, like, just like any true crime case, especially the kids, like, I will never forget that Smith case. And it just, because I had a son, the youngest one's age at the time, and my son was named Michael. So it was really, it just hit me, as a mother. And then I had two others at that time, didn't even have my last two yet. But yeah, I mean, anything, I think as soon as you become a mother, right, as soon as you become, then all the cases with kids really start to pull at you. Even if they did before, it's like 10 times as much, right? And then I remember right after I had my daughter, little Jessica, that fell in the well. Remember that little girl?
Yes.
Oh
That
my
was
gosh,
huge.
that was, I was just crying like a lunatic watching the whole rescue. And I said, like, what's going on? But then I realized that, yeah, something happens after you have your own child, right? It's like every
It's
case
emotional.
affects you differently than before. And so I think, yeah, especially where these kids are involved, and then, when there's people like Shanann that you got to know through the videos, as if you knew them. Yeah, that's really very emotional. And so, yeah, each of these cases, they do affect you tremendously, and then for the victims.
Yeah. Do you feel like that maybe God or nature instilled that in us? Once we have children, we have that innate nature to look out and care for anything and everything else in the world, and
Yeah.
most importantly, our husband. And do you see that shows in what we do? And that no one should ever say, oh, we're crazy women housewives, have nothing better to do. No, This is an inborn, innate, nurturing reaction, and you're lucky and thankful. You should be thankful that there's those that have these innate feelings still, and we're acting on them, and we're looking out for the world. Because the world, I don't think, would exist without us mothers, right?
No, I mean,
Right,
and there
I
are
think
some
we-
mother, and there are some mothers that are not good, like like Smith, who thought nothing of drowning her boys. That she lacks that empathy. She lacks that. It's something she lacks. She can get rid of her children for her own selfish needs. You know what I mean? And get rid of them in the worst way. Not that she just gave them to their father. Not that she gave them to someone to no. She couldn't do that, so she killed them. That's the thing that's so crazy,
She's
right?
a bad seed, and she's a bad seed, and us mothers with care and concern, we protect the world from that, and we take care of that, and that is a self-fulfilling thing that we're doing. It's
Yeah.
a beautiful thing. And look how so many come together to care and concern and be a voice for these victims.
Right.
It's
Voice
so-
for
it
the
speaks so
voiceless.
much to
Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it speaks a lot to that. There is a scientific reason behind what you do, Carolyn, and it makes a lot of sense. And so much emotion is involved, but it's still so very scientific. Maybe that's the reason why our husbands are so supportive, because they see it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot behind what you do, and it makes the world a better place. It really does. I think mothers are the guardian of the world. The good mothers
Mm-hmm.
are the guardian of the world.
Yeah, Jillian says women in general. Women in general are very, are full of empathy. Mm-hmm.
Because you can't speak for every woman. Not every
No,
woman.
there's
is a good
no. Well, we
person.
see
Not
the
every
ones
woman
that
is a
are,
good woman.
look, Diane Downs. Look at, Susan Smith. Look at, not all women by any means, right? But the majority, I think the majority feel that, that connection. We shouldn't out say men don't either, because there's a lot of very, I mean, it's predominantly women that we see in here, but we do have a lot of empathetic men as well that come in. The men that do come in are very empathetic, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
you have a lot of men in your group. What are you talking about? You have a lot of men in your group. I think we have 10 or I'm not sure.
yeah,
We have very.
yeah, but the ones that are
ratio
here are
is
very have a lot of empathy. They do. They have a lot of empathy for the victims.
40-60? What is the math? I'm terrible with math. You have a good ratio, Carolyn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Even though we don't know random guy that much, no, this is a joke. But no, they have a lot of empathy. Yeah.
They're listening and they're watching for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, absolutely. And yeah, definitely. I mean, I think that your life has to be spent. You try to do something meaningful, right? Try to do something that's going to help someone, or maybe and that's part of it too, bringing awareness for it. I find myself looking at kids in the supermarket. I don't know if you do. And I look at them and I say, like, oh my gosh, like, am I looking at a kid that's, that I should be doing something? Like, is something going to happen? I find myself so much more aware of that now. Like, if someone's being neglected, or, like, because it's like you're always on the alert now. I know I am. Just looking for something.
Can I tell you how much is in my head?
Mm-hmm.
Today at Walgreens, I haven't been out of the house since the vigil.
Mm-hmm.
A day now. I swear I saw Kelsey Berreth at Walgreens, a sick Kelsey Berreth, like a sick lady that looked just like her, so tiny and everything. And I wanted to just touch her, and I just came to my senses, and I would just be crazy.
Yeah.
But then Scarlett and I, we spent like an hour buying things that they have this great sale. I was saying this to my group earlier, if you have puppies, if you have dogs,
Right.
Walgreens has this sale right now where the puppy toys, and it's these durable ones with that great shell that the dogs can't bite through, that type of material.
Mm-hmm.
2 for $10 with the coupon. And they'll scan it. You don't have to bring the coupon in. Just be you have to have the Walgreens, you have to be in their account. You have to have
Right.
what is that called? I don't know.
Oh,
You give them your
yeah,
phone number.
I know what you mean. It's like the loyalty,
Yeah,
the club or whatever
that,
it is.
and
Yeah,
then
the
you
Walgreens club.
can, thank you, yeah. It's
Rewards,
amazing.
rewards card or something.
$205 these durable puppy toys. So I went there for those puppy toys, and we bought every one of them on the rack. Because you know how puppies go through, our dogs go through, not even just puppies, ours are less than a year old, but they tear through things. So it was such a deal, because if you go to Petco or PetSmart, you're going to pay $15 to $20 for these toys, probably more. They're such great toys.
I'll have to go. We just have Walgreens just took over our Rite Aid and stuff, so I have to go check those out.
Oh my gosh, it's the greatest deal. I'm telling everyone with dogs to go. So we got all of those. So then we got they have candles, they're beautiful smelling. They're the comparable candles to Yankee Candles.
Mm-hmm.
If you buy one for $9.99, you get two for free. And they're the big jars, the big ones.
You pay how much for one?
So you pay $9.99
and you get
for
two
one.
free. And you get two free. That's good for that's good for this time of year to give somebody a gift, right? To keep them.
They're so adorable. They're so beautiful. You put a bow around it. It's substantial. It's not a tiny candle. It's a big one. You put it in the bathroom. You can put it in the middle of your dining room table. They're beautiful, but they smell so good. They smell even better than Yankee Candle. We got the cinnamon blend. We got the vanilla. You always have to have vanilla.
Vanilla, yeah.
And then I think we got the cinnamon and sugar blend, the sweeter one for the upstairs. Kids like sweet smell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was so good. So we saved so much money, and as we're checking out, a lady grabs me out as we're exiting and going into the parking lot, and she says, "Can you help me?" And you and I are if you say those words to me, it's like, don't even mention it. And she's like, "I'm so sorry, I'm teaching you this." And I'm like, no, don't ever apologize to reach out. How can I help you? What can I do? And so she lives at home. She works at Dunkin' Donuts. She's lives with parents who are expecting her to pay her way and do everything, and she's trying to get to a point where she can be out on her own. But she got a big can of formula, and it was the last bit of her money. And a friend of hers from work was going to give her a ride home, and they ditched her at Walgreens. And so she was far, far away from her home, and she needed to get home to get the formula to the babies, and then get from home back to work to Dunkin' Donuts to do her shift. And long story short, all she needed was $7 for the Uber.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, you knew what I did.
Yeah.
Every bit of penny that we saved on this trip, when our trip was over $100. So if you can imagine, we saved good. It was like $100. So I gave her $50. And you would have done the same thing. Whatever I had just saved, we gave to her.
Right.
And it was, I gave her my number, and I said, if you ever at a point where you feel you have no one, I want you to know I keep this number with you always. And just know you're never alone. You just call me. When there's no one else there for you, I am here for you. We are here for you. And I gave her our number. And I don't know what got me to the story, but that happened today. And I feel
because
like
because I was telling you about the people you see, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see you doing that all the time. You're so good, and I can't help it.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
You know,
you're a great person. Yeah. I mean, you do a lot yourself. You sell yourself short. But yeah, no, that's great. I mean, that's all you have is, sadly, human kindness. And there's a lot of crappy people in the world, but I truly think there are more good people than bad.
Yeah.
And I think that we have to be the first ones that go forward with that, Even if it's, my brother told me a long time ago, he said, it's a little thing, but if you just go out and every person you see something nice to them, whether it's, hey, that, like he said, it could be the lady at McDonald's. Hey, that, whatever, that color looks great on you. Or just, just any little thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the little thing that can keep that person, I don't know, just from going and doing something, it's just kindness. I don't know. And there's so many people that just don't, they're just miserable, and they want everyone to be miserable like them. And,
Yep.
yeah.
We don't realize how fortunate we are. We really don't. If we all can just think back to our lowest point. And for me, it was when I was in school, in college, and I was so poor. My family was, you have to make the grade to get paid kind of thing. And I was pretty much on my own because I was messing about. I was boy crazy. And so I wasn't getting the grade, and so I wasn't getting paid. And there was times when I would wake up at 3 in the morning and take a bus for 2 hours to walk half a mile to my job site, and then work, and then do that all over again at night to get back home to make what sometimes would just be rice, maybe tough ramen, but that was rare. But if I had rice, that was good. It was really hard. You're scrounging the cushions for pennies and money, and then your parents ask you, what do you want for Christmas? And I'm like, I just want food. And they send you like this cute basket of pancake mix and syrup, and you're like, what the heck am I going to do? I'm just going to eat pancakes for like 2 days? Okay, good, at least I'm eating food. So that those moments, and that's not a low moment. I have other moments, and I won't mention them here. But, you take yourself to those moments where you struggled, and then you realize that you overcame them. And you just want to project to those people and help them how you can, and reassure them that it does get better. And that's what you can do. And your presence in the world, Mommy, and I know you hate compliments, and I have so many friends that hate compliments. They still keep me around because I think you guys know I speak from my heart. Is you represent so much. You are so encouraging. I speak a lot. I talk a lot on social, but without you, I would never ever thought to come forward to bring about a group to support Kelsey Berreth. And all the while, you were there supporting us, supporting Kelsey Berreth, and doing everything you're doing. You've just been so generous and caring and motherly. You're amazing, and I love you. And thanks for
Oh,
having
thanks.
us.
I love you too. I think you've done great. I mean, I think you've supported me too through, like I said, through some tough things. So, I mean, yeah, I think that's all we can do is you be strong when the other one's weak. It's like really just keep helping people. And I mean, and sometimes you help somebody and they crap on you, but you can't let it sour you from going forward. Like a lot of people could get bitter and say, oh, well, I tried to help that one person and they were jerks. Right? But we got to keep going through that. That's the other thing.
Is the more people you help, the more you get crapped on. It's 9 times out of 10 when you, and this is an unfortunate realism type of view, but I just want it to be just so that it's encouraging, is that not every time you help someone does it help them. And not every time you help someone do they want your help.
Or do they
But what's
appreciate it? Or
important
could
is
you
that
never do enough for them? Like they say, well, you didn't do enough for me. I wanted more, and it's very hard because,
Well, I have a problem with those people that say they want more from you, Mommy. You send them to me, and I'm going to set them straight. You do so much for people. If anyone says that you didn't do enough for them, they're going to have to fight with me. Sorry, that's not right.
But it still shouldn't sour you from helping someone,
Yeah.
and and
It
just
doesn't.
try to be, because like you know what it is sometimes, the people that you don't think that you did something for, like you don't even think about it. Like I always point to this one woman that she sent me an email, and I sent her an email back, and I told her I loved her, right? And then she sent me an email back like a week or so after that, and said to me, do you know the only reason I didn't kill myself that night is because you told me you loved me? Now, like, I didn't even think that much, but it's like, oh my gosh. And it's moments like that.
That's a big burden for you, and that's not fair for you.
But
you are there. You are there, and that is what drives you. But I want to just be balanced in that whole scenario, Carolyn, because that you will burn, and your husband will be concerned for you. Do not take that weight on. You give your heart, truly be yourself just like you are. You inspire, and there's those heavyweights that come in and they drain you. I just worry. No, don't
No, but
let,
this woman was,
don't let
this
what
woman
you're
is a
doing
sweetheart
drain.
and has always been that way. And I am worried about her now because Anna, if you're listening, I love you. She lost her very good friend, and she's had a really hard life. She's in Sweden, so I know she's going through a lot.
Don't scare Carolyn with those words. That was scary. Please talk to her and understand that Carolyn does love you. Be reassured, but please don't scare her like that ever again. That was horrible.
Oh
We
no,
love you, everyone.
yeah,
Anna,
Anna is not going to do it. But I mean, she's a sweetheart. But I mean, I know she's dealing with a lot. She's alone, and so now But I mean, just sometimes just reaching out, and it doesn't have to be like, it could be, that's what I'm saying. It could just be just a small thing, just to say, hey, how are you doing? And that could be something that changes some. That's why I like just going out and saying something. So yeah.
It does. My point is that the point is being sincere, and Carolyn, you are sincere.
Oh yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
That's my problem. I can't fake the sincerity. Yeah, I can't. There's no way. Like people that fake relationships, I can't fake a hello to someone I don't like. I can't do it. So and I'm never been a phony, and I can spot phonies like crazy. Like the phony that come over to you and they're like, and you're like, I know you can't stand me, but you're just, I'd rather have you just tell me, like, I can't stand, okay, good, I can't stand me, good. Like, don't pretend that you like love me, and then when I turn around, you're putting the knife in my back. Yeah, I just
I love it. I love people who are upfront. I'd rather be told,
yeah,
"Oh, it's my
right.
fault.
I hate you.
I disgust you,"
Yeah.
than to be bullshitted. That,
Yeah.
I love that about you, and I just want you to know when I'm talking about you, and I'm so sincere, guys, and you all feel it too. I might seem fanatical, but I do see you. That I haven't met you in person. I was willing to fly out and be there with you. I would be there with you if you ever need me. But I just find you that way, and just don't. I'm not a bullshitter. I am who I am. But I find your personality so refreshing. I could hang out with you every day. It's awesome.
Well, hopefully we'll have a meetup one day, like somewhere. Yeah, because a lot of people want to meet up. So that'd be nice if we had our own crime con or something. I don't know, right? Something.
Have you ever done meetup? It's lovely.
No, we never have.
Meetup?
We're talking about one we never have. But yeah, I mean, a lot of us would like to meet up. I mean, yeah. So I mean, it's not out of the question.
I cannot wait to see your face when that happens. I'm about in tears. When you meet the people who have been with you from day one and followed you and that you've talked with, you got to know as a human being, not face to face, there's no barrier between any type of judgment whatsoever other than words to one another. And then you meet each other. It's so beautiful. I cannot wait. I've had the honor and the privilege of that at Kelsey's, and during trials and at Kelsey's vigils. And it's the best thing in the world. The people you guys fall in love with.
Oh yeah, yeah, I believe so. Yes, absolutely. I mean, yeah, there's been a lot of like very emotional times here, a lot of tears. A lot of people have gone through a lot of stuff that they've shared, and yeah, definitely, I do want to do something like that.
The best hugs in the world, Carolyn. The best hugs, biggest hugs. I cannot wait for that for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I hope to meet you as well. I'll give you a giant hug.
Yeah, absolutely. We have to start planning something, maybe for the spring or something. When winter's over, it'll be our reward or something. I don't know. I hate winter. I don't like winter. I mean, like now it's okay because the holidays are coming, but it's like when January and February. Ugh. Yeah.
So I know when the weather is crazy for me because we're beach people, and then we got put into this mountain terrain. But I'm in love with it. But for during the holidays, are you one of those that get low and depressed during the holidays? Because I am.
No, it's not the holidays. It's
Um,
it's like no, it's just I don't like winter after. It's like January. But see, I'll tell you that, and I just told everybody else that last winter went really really fast for me, and I think that's because I started to do these videos and connect with people, and I think it helped make the winter not be so like just because sometimes you can get snowed in and you're like you're going out of your mind, but it was different, and I'll have to see if it happens this winter because that's it just seemed to fly. It just
it's a
seemed to
perfect
fly.
remedy to cabin fever.
Yeah, right. And I think a lot of people here do get cabin fever too, or they're alone and they don't have anybody to talk to, and so the community's been great for them too to come and talk and and have that extended family friends kind of thing, you know.
Oh yeah, because it was so cold last season. It was our first season here, and we didn't get out, and it was just eat and stay indoors, and I got so pudgy. But for me, it's holidays. And I don't know about you guys, but my mom was the holiday hound. My mom passed away right before
Yeah,
I was
mine.
married.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, my mother too. My father as well. So it's hard. Yeah, I can get down like that. Like I mean,
Did
yeah.
you do a lot of decorating and make a big deal and bring everyone together for the holidays? And then when she was gone, it was like things
Nobody gets
changed.
together anymore. Then right, your brothers or sisters, like stuff, they don't get together. See, our family was so big, and then after my parents were gone, like none of us like we all had our own families that were so big, so that
Yeah.
you don't get together anymore with that party. Like you don't do that big, huge Christmas Eve where we all would get together. As soon as my parents were gone, that was over.
And it makes us feel regret. I don't know. It's a bad feeling, and that troubles me at holidays. So I
Yeah,
always try to
that
be.
is hard. I think the families do even so there's some distension. It's depending on how many siblings there are. When the parents die, you can see there's some dissension in in many families. With
Yeah.
some, with some of the siblings, like
Mm.
because they were like the glue that held it all together. And then if you don't have that, it grows farther and farther about. So.
But you know what, Carolyn? I see that you are using your glue and you're holding it together to build for your family, and you have a great encompassing of love and nourishment that you give to your family. You're building that, and you're living that, continuing that for your family, and that's a great thing. We move so much, I can't do it. It's impossible, but you do it, and it's
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah,
I
with
love
you
watching.
moving to it must be hard, in new places and it can get the biggest thing for me, I'll tell you, was never the holidays. It was having two babies after my parents both passed. That was the worst thing because my parents were always there. My mother was there when I gave birth. She was there when I came home, and I'll never forget. I came home with Ethan. My daughter was at her first year in college, and then the boys were like, and I'll never forget, Jimmy and I were just like, it was just us. I never came home with a baby, and it was just us. And my sister-in-law called me, my brother's wife, and she said something, and I just started crying. Like, hard to believe, right? But just because nobody was like, no one was here for us, like it was like just this really, you felt this emptiness, like it was horrible. It was horrible. It was
It is
horrible.
hard.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
part is hard because no one's ever going to be there, like, your parents or whoever. So yeah.
But look at you, and look at all the love behind you, sitting just look behind you right now, all that love. With your little doggy and the snowman and
Yeah.
flowers and something.
Yeah.
You're so loved. You're just setting such great traditions. And you're encouraging and inspiring us to do the same thing, just to be strong and to
Yeah.
care for others, not be selfish and and you're really, really great. So I will say this, while I'm just in like a love fest with you, I'm always in a love fest with you. But my Charlotte, she's 10 years old and she went to the vigil. And our children peripherally, they see what we're doing and they wonder what we're doing and why we're spending so much time. And then they realize, like Charlotte realized at the vigil, that Kelsey was a human being and she mattered. And she said to me, Mommy, I'm so proud of you. You have worked so hard on the drive home from the vigil.
Yeah,
Because I'm really proud of you.
that's
And I know
great.
your boys are really proud of you.
Yeah,
And so is
yeah.
my husband, he does this with me, guys. Just like Jimmy does. He comes on. And that's amazing, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I think it's made I think it's made my
Okay.
boys have more empathy, like just because they know, they can see Bella and Cece's picture, Celeste's picture, and they know exactly that whole case. And one time when Dr. Phil was on or something, I was watching something. I didn't expect he did like this little montage at the end, and it just hit me, and I started crying. And Luke looked at me and he said, "You're crying, right? Because their dad was really he did and he started getting upset, but in a way that he cared. Like some people say, don't know. I want my kids to see that and have empathy for the victims and these little girls that lost their life, so they know that. I mean, they know. I told you, his friend's father is an investigator, and he asked him. He goes, "Do you know the Chris Watts case?" And the guy goes, "No." And Luke told him all about it. And then when I saw the guy on Halloween, he goes, "Your son," he goes, "he is a riot." He said, he sat me down and told me all about the Chris Watts case. He couldn't believe I didn't know what it was. And, he just said, he said, so it was
Well,
crazy.
right. And what about this, Carolyn? I mean, it's really instilling such a care and concern in community and others. But what about this? How about the lesson of bullying that you were so helpful with my children? Charlotte and Mitchell has been bullied by the same person 1 year to the next.
Mm-hmm.
And it just so happens to be that it's the daughter of my son with autism. It's the daughter of his teacher. And it was you guys that said, you have to fight. You have to come out strong from the get-go. You cannot tolerate it, and you let them know you're not going to tolerate it. And then you can say that, but your children won't. They get it, but they don't understand it. But then, Charlotte was listening to your show that night, and you had so many people commenting, and she was reading the comments. She focused on the comments for some reason, and she always wants to say, "Mom, put thumbs up, put hearts up if someone says this." They always want to instill. It's cute.
Yeah.
But so she's reading the comments, and then she was like, "Wow," and she did. She went and she spoke up to the bully, and the next day we get a call from the principal, and Charlotte spoke up for her brother. And it was a great thing, and I really think that was.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
They learn a lot from this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they have the backup from all the listeners in your group to encourage them to stay strong.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, and it's the best thing to do. And knock on wood, Ethan's never, that's it. They just bully you until you're going to stand up and stand your ground, and then they stop, and they'll move on to someone else because they don't want somebody to fight back.
Yep.
Yeah.
She did it, and but it was. I will say that it's a lot of thanks to your followers, your loyal members, in all of their comments. You just realized there was a lot of power behind that.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. It makes like even me, like I'm, because I hear like my older boys say to do something, Jimmy says to do something, but then when you go here and then everyone says, oh yeah, that's the thing to do, then it does. It reinforces it as well. That, it's the Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But so it was great. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. I know you're like exhausted and all this stuff. I keep thinking today's Saturday and not Sunday. I'm like, I lost a day somewhere. I lost a day.
It's only midnight, so it's early, but I have not monopolized your guys' show, and I'm sorry. So I know
not at all. It was great. It was great. I mean, thank you so much for coming on. And we wanted to connect up the other day, and I know we missed each other, but no, it was great. Thank you so much, and happy Thanksgiving. And
thank you so much. Thank you. You too. It was a last minute thing that we were added to the speaking at Kelsey's Vigil. I would have, Carolyn, I always report to you as soon as I know.
Mm.
And as soon as I can. And I'm so glad to meet up with you guys tonight. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I wanted to get your recipes. We're thinking about just going to hot pot.
Isn't that good?
Instead of cookies.
Sometimes I think that way too.
Fun.
We've had a Chinese Thanksgiving, like when we had to move out of the house because of the flood. We did a Chinese Thanksgiving. Sometimes it's nice to take a break like that, you know.
I'm feeling it. Unless you guys can give me some inspiring recipes, I'm thinking something different. But yeah, I think maybe this year we'll take a break and do that.
Right.
But
So yeah,
thanks, guys.
sometimes yeah. All right. Have a great night, Deb. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Okay.
Love you guys. So
Love
much.
you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Love you all. Bye.
Bye. Now, my best friend, are you still there? Uh-oh, did we lose my best friend? My best friend? My best friend is gone. My best friend. What happened to my best friend? Did my best friend say they were leaving? Did anybody see my best friend? Did anybody see my best friend? I don't know. My best friend was on the phone, but I don't know where my best friend went. My best friend, where are you? You're having Thanksgiving at a friend's house. That's good, Sharon. Oh, thanks, Nanette. What happened to my best friend? Maybe she fell asleep? Sorry, my best friend. Hold those snowmen up to the camera. This is the bigger one. I was all freaked out because I thought you couldn't use the crew sock, but you can. Not the crew sock. The like the no the no show kind of sock. I used both, and this is an adult, like a kind of like an athletic sock, and it's really a pretty good size. It smells really good. And then I'm gonna do the other ones. Like these aren't that Christmassy, but I do have Christmassy ones. But I was going to, and this is the little baby, and this is just with like a kids. This is a kids crew sock. Kind of, yeah. They smell really, really good. And they actually feel like a little bit like you could almost use it like a stress ball. You could. But very, very cute. And so, I mean, I'm going to try to do some on maybe Saturday after Thanksgiving or something. Whoever wants to join in. Oh, thanks, Two Scooter. I won the internet tonight. Oh, good. I hear you say we're 2025 is when you're going to have the meetup. Carolyn, what is that? Are you doing something? What? Does your daughter? She just, Kathy, she just said to me, Mom, would you wear convertible mittens? Because she makes convertible. And I said, how difficult is it to, because like she makes me all this stuff, but then I've got to go through like the way to wash everything, how you have to, yeah, so she's making me convertible mittens now. But she never makes me the little stockings that I want for the little tiny, which would probably like, she'd be like churning them out. I just want these little tiny little stockings for the tree, and she makes me everything but those. So I actually bought some at the store because they had them at Christmas tree shop one year. She still hasn't made them. It's crazy. What did I do for the noses? I took the foam, the orange foam. I think I'm going to try the other ones. Maybe I'll try that glittery, I don't know. And again, some people put mouths. Most people did not put mouths. I don't know. Maybe the next one I'll try. Are those the ones? Yeah, yes, yes. Yeah, you can, yeah, yep. You don't have them there? Oh, really? Yeah, no. Yeah, I have pipe cleaners too, yeah. There's a lot of different variations. I didn't see anybody put the fluff up in here, but I think it looks a lot better. I think it looks much more like a pom-pom when you put the fluff up here. Oh, I saw the penguin too, Julia, right? I saw the penguin. Oh, thanks, Laura. We don't celebrate Thanksgiving in the UK. Oh, that's right, you don't. Yeah, it's the first Thanksgiving on the when they came over from the Mayflower, and they celebrated. Everybody was grateful. Snoopy made popcorn. But he did make popcorn and toast. What did they have? Popcorn and toast? The little stockings for the tree and stuff. They're little tiny little stockings, and you hang them on the tree. My daughter could whip them out probably, I don't know, so fast. I've been on, but it's just been quiet. Things aren't good. Oh, sorry, Caroline. Sorry, you, and for Jennifer too. Jennifer, things are not going. I use the Mary. You have to watch the video because Jimmy read it out. What it is? It's a blend of like orange, geranium. I think there's cinnamon. There's like, it's called Merry and Bright. It smells really nice. Like it's got citrus notes, but then it's got some woodsy. It's a little bit of it. There's like a little bit of pine. You don't really smell the pine. It's very nice. Vanilla too in there, yeah. Jimmy reads it. You can. It's got a bunch of stuff in it. Hey, thanks, Bergstrong. Yeah. It's sweet orange. Yeah. I've got to find all my oils. That's the thing. My oils are like all over the place. But the Merry and Bright is pretty good. Did you about the bugs? Yeah, I heard you say that. I don't know. Okay. Well, I could just put the whole snowman in the freezer. Wouldn't it be the same thing, Janelle? Couldn't I put them in the freezer now? Now that they're made, couldn't I put them in the freezer overnight in a plastic bag? Like put them in a Ziploc bag in the freezer? Wouldn't that be the same thing? Hey, William. Anyone who wants to do the mystery quilt, please come to my sewing room. Prayers to everyone. Yeah. Hi, Kristen. Isn't that where everyone keeps their stuff? Yeah, in the freezer. But couldn't I do that if I'm really worried about these? I don't know. I haven't heard one person say that on a tutorial, though, Janelle, about bugs in rice. Jimmy says the oil would kill him. Just store them in an airtight container when not using them. Okay. Yeah, that's what Jimmy said, Julie. What I've noticed, everybody in this chat is really concerned with bugs. My pine cones, I could toss a little essential oils on those on those too. Just like shake them in a bag with some cinnamon essential oil or something, right? Everybody is so concerned about bugs in here. I bet you there's been some bug catastrophes in here. But I could do that for the pine cones, and then maybe that would, yeah, do it. Janelle says, do it. I should just shake them around in some essential oil and then put them on I'm making little trees with them. They're called weevil bugs. And if you see them, the entire flower rice is mostly, you would know that by now. Oh no, yeah, no, nothing. Bugs are creepy. We just got, oh, I used to hate that. Isn't that horrible? I hate that. And then, you don't know, like, our school at least, it doesn't matter if you're child class or not, they send the same notice home that says someone in your child's class. And it freaks you out, doesn't it? You're automatically starting to itch. Ugh. Ugh. I put all my food in locks, and we have bugs everywhere. Stink bugs. Eesh. Really? You just itched. I know. It's horrible. Evelinda too. What was the caller called? Deb from the People's Team for Justice. She's the one that gave the Kelsey Berreth updates. She was at the court. I'm already itching, but I'm breaking out in hives. Really, Jenny? Stink bugs. Yeah, I don't even know. My kids can pick out a stink bug outside. I don't even know what it is. No, knock on wood, Pat L. My daughter never had it. My older boys never. And my little boys, once it went around the school, and they got it, and I was like, you've got to be freaking kidding me. And it was the first time I ever dealt with it. I think Luke was in kindergarten, and I was like freaking out. And we got, I'm telling you, I tried with like over-the-counter crap. No, as soon as we got the one from the pediatrician, that was it. It was done. It was over. I kept my kids' hair short, and that was it. I never want to deal with that ever again. You have to get the prescription. Do not waste your time with anything else. It reminds you of Nicole. Your granddaughter got them once. Yeah, I know. I don't know how I escaped with my older kids. Yeah, go to the pediatrician. Get it from them. Otherwise, you're just going to be going through it. Like, you'll kill some of them. You won't kill and it'll just be, you'll drive yourself buggy. You'll drive yourself buggy. Colorado as jail backlog. Oh yeah, jail backlog. Eric said that, yeah, Linda, that's what they're talking about. I don't want to talk about it. Someone, you're our best friend. Yeah, no, but there was somebody, Deb, that called in and their name was my best friend. I got it too, even though my hair was just growing. Oh, really, Scooter? Yikes. The worst invasion of bugs are now bed bugs. Oh, my daughter freaks. Sorry, you have no idea about bed bugs. My kids never got them, but my niece came home every other week from school, and half her class would have them. Where are you, my best friend? Back in the day, it was all over the schools. Got them once. They originate from pine cones in New York, yeah. Your daughter had them and her hair is white blonde. Oh yeah. Started a book club, and by the time I joined, the ladies had already started reading the book. I thought, okay, I'll wait for the next book. I haven't. Yeah, about the book. What? Our book club? Which book club? This book club? Yeah, I did. Maybe. You know what? You know when it'd be a good time for that in January. Truthfully, it really will. Probably we'll have a lot of time for book club. Maui Chickadee, yeah. It's just so crazy. Things have been so crazy. And Sassy's got to, I swear to you, Sassy's got, if something happens to Sassy, I'm just, oh. Never want them again. I heard it's hard because you have to clean everything. But you know, they say they say yes and no on that. They say like you can just put a bunch of stuff in bags and let them suffocate for like a week or so. Like, thanks, Lisa. I'm just trying to catch it. Your mom got the shampoo from the pediatrician and picked at your head forever. Yeah, I remember once when I was a little kid and my mother was like trying all these like natural things like vinegar and stuff like that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and then I think she finally realized you couldn't do that or something. I don't know what the heck she was doing. It felt like yeah, I know exactly where you're going. The chemist stuff is the only stuff that works. Which reminds me, the chemist stuff, the chemist, the ones that, the one that he killed his wife, sorry, is there anything new in that case? Is anything happened today? New? Well, remember Alessia when she had the blood test for the Lyme disease and they said her white blood cells were a little low and to have it repeated? Well, we had it repeated and they're still low. So then they did an ultrasound on her, and that was okay. That ruled out something. They did a parvo test on her. That was negative. And then they said that they wanted to do a blood test that would go out somewhere to see if there was any suspicion of cancer. But I spoke to that was one of the other vets, and I spoke to the other vet because we found a tick on her like 2 weeks ago, and I found another tick on her yesterday. So I said to the vet, said it could be another tick-borne illness. That would be the best thing. So she's going to have a test for that tomorrow. Really, I mean, I am hoping it is a tick thing, okay? Because if it's not, I'm scared to death that it's cancer. And I mean, cannot even think of that right now. The ticks are so bad now. I don't know why. Usually when it's cold weather, they're not, but they're horrible. Now we're talking about ticks. Okay. Sassy just turned 9, but even the vet said Maltese, she's young for a Maltese, and she runs around, and I know a lot of people think, oh, 9, but Maltese, like, medium is like 16. There's many that live 18 and longer. The smaller the dog, the longer they live, usually. I think you have a few emails in. Okay. So yeah, so she's got to go for that tomorrow, and we'll see what just hope that, really I'm hoping it's like something tick and it's something easy and she can, freaking out about it. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I did show that right at Sierra, the reservoir. What am I looking for? Anne? Okay, let me see what this is. Is there any music in this, Anne, in this video? Let me see. Let me just see it first. Oh, that's Anne's tree outside? Very nice. Very nice, Anne. Oh, the tree's falling. No. Okay. Scared me. The pool's still open and you have... Where are you again, Anne? You're in Australia, New Zealand. Where are you? Nice. Very nice. Let's see now. Got my thing from Michael's. Can't wait for Black Friday. Got something from Eric here. Okay, Eric says... He sent me the thing on Frazee. Age 33, white, male.
Sorry, I missed that. Could you say it again,
I'm not
please?
talking to you, Siri. Black hair. I wouldn't call Frazee's hair black. Okay. Hazel
The
eyes.
option I found is black sheep hair on Church Street in Toronto. Is it the one you're looking for?
No, Siri, just be quiet.
That's all I found.
Okay, be quiet. Height 6 foot 2 inches. Height 205. Didn't they say he was 6'3" somewhere else? And then we have his Department of Corrections number 187025. The offender is scheduled on the parole board agenda for the month and year above. Please contact, and there's no month, there's nothing above there. And then it says current facility assignment, jail backlog. And it says estimated sentence, his discharge date is December 31st of the year 9,998. So it's not too long. And then it says he has his current convictions, life without parole. Okay. Then he's got 48Y-48Y, that 4 times. And then he's got 0Y-0Y. Okay. You just have to wait till, what year was that? 9,998. A little bit of time. That's all I have in the mailbag, folks. Was anybody else expecting anything? You like his number? Yeah. Did someone else send something that they thought would be in the mailbag? Because that's all I got. Is there a crime? There is not a crime channel, but you know, that's a good idea, Atsira. That is a good idea. You're very astute there. I could put a crime channel. Would you like one? A crime chat channel? That's a good idea. Why didn't we think of that? Did you find my email? No, when did you send it? Great idea. Of course, our crime is here. You want a crime channel? Okay, I can make that happen. What did it say in the subject line? Do you? Let me see. Would it be under CC? Oh, wait. Is it under? No. Can you forward it again real fast while I'm looking? Because mail gets lost, and if I don't know what your email starts with, I can't even search for it. Are you sending it through? Because I'm waiting. Okay, I got it. Okay. Now let's see. Hi. Okay, the only sound. Okay, cicadas. Okay, I think we'll be okay. All right, let's see. Hang on. All right, let me move this over. Come on. Hold on, I'm trying to move it over. This is from CC. This is their horses and Australia's summer. Wow. That's crazy. Look at that.
Morning, Kita.
Kita.
How you doing?
Doing okay.
We bought her a bale of hay and she's just so happy with it. I mean, there's plenty food around, but that is a little treat we bought her yesterday. Just amazing. Now it's just around
It's a horse, Danielle, yeah.
19, 20 degrees, and it's just beautiful. So this This is the tree that the cows, they probably jumped this fence here. And they just came right on top of my tree. Uh-huh. So let's do a little update, short one. What we got so far surviving. And that would be my fig tree, looking much better than last time. I have to put all these horrendous things around. And I have my Christmas tree survive the cow's attack. And there we go. That's my Christmas tree. I mean, there's plenty of things that they need to survive in here. It's not only cow next door, but we have so many of these cockatoos, and they have really strong beaks. And this is the almond tree, and this one has survived nicely so far. This one survived nicely. And I have a little video when I was planting them. But this one, I think he's a goner.
Oh,
I think
don't
he's
say
a
it.
goner.
Talk
He's
nice
dead.
to him. No, no,
We leave
positive
it until,
thoughts.
you know, a bit further, and then we have to take it out and put something on that one. That's sad.
Thanks for sending that in. That was interesting. Now the things are a bit better, but last summer we got up to 47. Yes, crickets. Cicadas. You just sent of an attempted kidnapping? Did you have any news about the other thing? Is there any other news about it? Hold on. Is that what's going to happen if I click on that? Do you have a name, or is this something that just happened? Let me see. Where did it happen? Harrisburg? I see, no, 3 women were not reported abducted in Harrisburg. No, okay. Mississippi man, no. Alabama teen? I'm going to go back to the chat to see who you say it is. Where did it happen? We're sorry. You sent me a picture of the... Oh, which one? The one that we showed last night? Did you see the one we showed last night? When did you send it, Golden Girl? Did you send it to the True Crime chat just now? Because I don't have an email. No, I just don't know if it opens up to something that's going to say, hey, it's a radio. You know, like, and it's crazy. I'm paranoid, super paranoid. I'm going to see if I have any other emails. I'm not seeing anything. I don't know when when did you send that through? It could have been the tote we showed last night. I don't know if you saw. Oh look, oh look at this. Oh, a few years ago? This is Earthbound Spirit. She was fostering these puppies a few years ago. That looks like, what did you say? They were a terrier? Terrier puppies? Cute. Let's see. I'm going to the second page. What is this? I don't know. If I didn't get your email, then you might have sent it to .com instead of .org. Now here's the, hold on a minute. I want to see if there's anything more on this case. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything more on that. Sorry, nothing else? What is this? Is this real? Hold on a minute. It is. Okay. St. Louis woman incriminated by her diary entry, sentenced for dumping a body? And you know about this one, Sarah? Prosecutors said the couple dumped the body of Kirsten Witcher, 26, of Waterloo in February of 2017. Court records said Witcher died of diabetic ketoacidosis in the Janis home. Joni Janis, and that's Joni Janis, that's her picture, and her husband were charged after police found her diary last year. She wrote that everything came crashing down right around her the night of Mardi Gras, Saturday night in 2017. Authorities have said she wrote that police forced their way into her home in the 8,000 block of Morganford Road at gunpoint. They attempted to search, prompted by the discovery of a man passed out in a car parked outside. Police left after a man living in the home refused to open his bedroom door, she wrote. The man then left, abandoning a comatose Witcher in his bedroom. Realizing by about 3:45 a.m. that Witcher was dead, she wrote, Joni Janice and her husband hatched a plan to get rid of the body. So I made the decision, Janice wrote. Load her in the car, drop her off on the side of the highway with the lights on so she's found fast, and we walk home. None of them reported Witcher's death to authorities, charges said. Police seized the diary with a search warrant after receiving reports of Witcher being spotted at the Janice home before her death. And let's see, this is her husband. Who's also charged. He was sentenced to 2 years in prison for helping dump a woman's dead body. Huh. How'd she put it all in her diary? I was trying to see if there was anything about that other case. What did they say her name was? What did they say her? They didn't say her name was Terry, did they? What was her name? Let me see. Joni, 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 Joni Janice. Jolie T. Like, I don't understand. Someone comes out of and you're like, oh wait, they left a dead body in there. Let's call the police. No, let's just write in our diary. We'll try to get rid of it ourselves. We had nothing to do with it. We don't know what happened. We don't know who she is. Let's just try to dump it off on the side of the road ourselves. Where do you come up with that? What happened to a random guy? Random guys here? Your tooth is still bothering you? Missouri creates, yeah, I'm seeing that. Yeah, I'm seeing that. It's kind of weird, yeah. So I don't know where my best friend went. I don't know where. I'll check the mailbag again if you want to send something, but Okay, I got the picture, but I don't know where you got. Oh, I can't show this picture. I can't show this picture because this is someone's picture. I can't show it on a live. I can't show it. It's not my picture to show, but I appreciate you sending it. Okay, let me see. Now Eric sent some pictures. Yeah, this is, I mean, this is a picture, I think that we've shown you this picture in the past. This is Eric, oh my gosh. This is Patrick at Walmart afterwards. And it appears he's looking at, I think he's looking at the formula there, or actually he's got diaper bags behind him. PF. Don't his feet look very tiny? Oh, you can't see his feet maybe. Hold on a minute. Let me see if you can see his feet now. I think his feet look incredibly tiny for a 6'2", 6'3" man. Do his feet not look incredibly tiny? What is he wearing? What kind of shoes is he wearing? I wonder if he put something of Kelsey's on his feet. Are those Kelsey's shoes? I'm not joking. Could those be Kelsey's shoes? They look tiny. The photo looks elongated. Okay, but just the style of shoe though, it looks tiny. They look so tiny. They look like they're like stuffed in there, like they're clogs, like clog dancing shoes. His legs look really weird too. Okay, let me see now what the other. Okay, and then Eric sent this. Hold on a minute. Eric, what is this? I see, is that a Frazee dog in the background? Is this a Frazee dog? Here, back here? And then that's ripping up the floor at the house. And so these pictures yesterday, this one right here. All right. Thanks for sending that. Let's see now. You have small feet. Now you wonder how they look on CCTV. The floor is at Kelsey's, yeah. Yes, the floor is at Kelsey's. Let me see if I can find out what size Kelsey wore. They could be her shoes if she wore a 9. That ain't no darn. That's a heavy-duty toolbox. So help me figure out how he got it outside and into his truck bed. What? Wait, what do you mean? How he got it? How he got it outside? That's at Kelsey's house, you're saying? If Frazee had small feet, it's no wonder he couldn't keep. How heavy is it without, if you can find one on a store, it'll give you the weight of the box without the tools. What's the weight of the box? A woman's 9 is like a man's 6. Eric, you're absolutely right. It is a toolbox. Google says Kelsey wore a 6, so no chance of him wearing her shoes. What did Sari say that you're confused with? Tiny hands and feet. Toolbox is 50 pounds. You looked it up, Janelle? Well, he could carry 50 pounds because I can carry a 50-pound bag of birdseed. Right, Eric? He could carry 50 pounds. And he had, what was that hand truck he had? Why did he have a hand truck? Oh, you know the birds. We feed a lot of birds. We go through, I'm telling you, 50 pounds in 1 week. I have a lot of birds that come here and depend on us. They do. And the squirrels, yeah. Squirrels knock on the window. And chipmunks. Slow chat, I'm going back and forth to you and email. Oh no, but I said I can't show that picture because it's not, it's someone's picture. I hope you understand that I can't show it. I can get, you know, I can't show it. Maybe he had on his mom's shoes. Maybe. They just look odd. Right, Liz, yeah. You have a feeling his mom has bigger feet than him. Might be. How do we mark? How do you mark your YouTube videos? When you upload a video, Janelle, you have to go to the beta uploader, and then on the first page, it'll say, is this video meant for kids? Or this video is not meant for kids, and you just check it. That's it. Why? Are you uploading something that's not meant for kids? If you go in the create, like the old one, it won't allow you to do that. So you have to go in the beta one. I discovered that the photos didn't send through Oh, I put the terrier photo on. What are we talking? Which photo are you talking about? I just put one of your photos up, like, I don't know, 10 minutes ago. You can wear a kid size 3. Anyone know what George Washington? The falcon? I don't. The owl? The turkey? The chicken? I don't know. The rooster? I have no idea. The red-tailed hawk? Teresa Fisher? Where's Teresa? I didn't even see Teresa Fisher. Hi, Teresa. The cardinal? Who said what did Teresa Fisher say? What did Teresa Fisher say? I missed it. What did it say? Oh my gosh. Did R. Huff ever send me his address? I don't think so. Kristen, I still have to send your thing out. Kathy from Texas. I've got to get my act together this week. Can you email to MRB to pass to me? Yeah. It was the turkey, Teresa? The wild turkey? Or the tom turkey? Oh, don't worry about it. I have to, Kristen. I mean, I have to get stuff together. I'm really like slacking badly. It's bad. Jimmy and I do that anyway. Like, I'll keep saying, we've got to get things together. Yeah, we'll get to it. And then he and I are always like in the 11th hour saying that we'll never do this again. We always do it again. We never learn that. The truecrimechat.org. Make sure it's .org, not. It does, right? It gets out of the house. Yeah, absolutely. I'll send you some clutter. Thank you, CC's World. Thank you. I used to see a lot of we have a lot of wild turkeys here. We do. Sometimes, it's so funny. My third child, my second son, used to think he would be able to catch the turkey. A turkey. Like, so when there was like 20 that would come down, I swear to you, he said, I'm going to go get one. I said, what are you going to, oh, they're so easy to catch. He could never catch any turkeys. But he still tried. Gotta love him. But besides the turkey, there used to be a, like someone's pet turkey that got really big, and he used to come in the road when you were driving, and he would say hello to the cars and stuff, and he was a big brown turkey. It was almost like he was a big wild turkey. He wasn't like a big white tom turkey. He was a brown turkey, but he was really friendly, and he would come up to people's cars. And he stood like above your driver's side window. He was a big turkey. But we showed the tote last night, Golden Girl. I'm really sorry, but I can't take the chance to have the channel struck down. Do you understand what could happen? I'm sorry if it's frustrating, but I can't take the chance. It was somebody's pet, Teresa. It was, but it used to come out. We showed the tote last night with Eric. You can go back in last night's. We showed the tote. Surprise, surprise, Rabbit Dog. Surprise, surprise. We can't do it. I'm sorry, Golden Girl. It's nothing against you. It's that I can't take the chance. They have the largest commercial turkey farms. Hmm. This must be, what'd you say? Right, yeah, Atsira. I'm trying to explain to her that I can't show something. We all like Patrick? No, I don't understand why you can't understand. Do you understand what could happen to the channel? Do you understand that I can't show someone else's stuff? I don't have permission from that person. Right, she doesn't understand. She thinks I'm not showing it because I like Patrick. My phone puts y'all when I write tall. Okay. But do you understand why I can't show it? Right, like your video is fine because you're here and you're giving me permission to show it without any music that's copyrighted, right? That's fine. But you can't like bring me someone else's video and say, here, throw this up, or someone else's pictures that have their name on it and say, here, just put these up. I can't do that. Okay. I know that you've cropped it, but now it's their picture. We've already said it's their picture. I can't do that. We showed the picture from the Discovery last night. We showed the picture from the Discovery last night. I think so, Deborah. Yeah, I can't do. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna take a chance on it. I'm really sorry. I'm not gonna do it. We showed it last night. Yeah, I think so, Crystal. You tried to change your picture. I can't think of the word either. I'm gonna make the little sellers that I think will look really cute with little to make the little sweaters and stuff. They're nice, and maybe if I get to work, I could have made everybody a little snowman for their Thanksgiving place, and they could take it with them. One of the little guys, or maybe one of the big guys. I don't know. Maybe a mix up big and little guys. Hi, Purple Butterfly. Thank you. I'm back. You didn't see me? Why was it such a big deal? I don't know, Mickey. Sometimes when people are like that, I think it's an ulterior reason. Like they'd say, gotcha! You know, now we're going to strike ya. You know, I don't know. It makes me very nervous when someone can't understand that. I went offline? Am I in the same live, though? I'm not in a different live, is it? Am I in a different live or a new live? Same live, good, okay. I hate when they put me in a different one. Hey, Dylan. What was the last thing you heard me say? Did you hear me talk about the snowman? I didn't think I was gone. I thought I was right here. You guys all left. I don't know. I was right here where I was for like a minute. On my screen, you look fuzzy. Are you drinking? No. Um, I shouldn't look fuzzy. I'm really not very fuzzy. I buffered for a little bit. I don't know. We're not having bad weather or anything. We've been sent good weather. I went offline? No, we didn't. I did? I don't think so. Someone will run with that comment. Yeah. I know. You were confused too? I just happen to have. See, these are the kids. I want to make one with these because, like, this is the big one over there. I used like the woman's sock, and this is a kid. So I think they're gonna have like all different size snowmen, and these are like really thick. And there's 3 for $1 here. So these are really, you know, pretty economical to make for presents. Because you could make 6 snowmen with $1. And then, okay, then you got to get the other socks. But some, you know, for like the colorful, I guarantee you could use all those. Like that's what I was thinking. I have all those socks. You know, those socks that never come out in pairs again. That's what my son. He made a dachshund when he was in 4th grade with that. I forget what they did. It was really cute what they did, but he used one of my Argyle socks that never had another match. So yeah, you could definitely. You probably have like a sock graveyard, right? Where you have one sock and then the match never comes out. So you actually probably would only have to buy the white socks because you want them really white and new. And then you probably have colored socks, patterned socks that never made it, never found their matches. We call that the never hear it again. But that happens. Sometimes I think socks are disposable almost. Like, if you don't buy, and it's Sari, all black socks, right? I like buying socks that are all the same and all the same color because then you'll know at least you'll have those for several washes because if you buy one of those big packages at Sam's, right, of like black crew socks, then you'll have them for a while. But when you buy like perfectly little match sets, usually you're lucky if they're out of there 3 times, and then like by the 3rd time, one of them is gone. The dryer eats, especially little kid socks, like little, like when you're, it's like, oh, that's gone. There's always, yeah, I know. It's like there's something with the socks. I think that the washing machine is in cahoots with the sock manufacturers or something. That's why I said I would have to purchase the socks. Yeah, but like, right, but when I'm thinking to myself, I probably have so many single pairs of the you know, patterns or something for the hats and the sweaters and the tote was in Patrick's, or was it at Eric is saying it was at Kelsey's. Maybe a millipede is like a teenager. Crystal said it was at the ranch when she got there. Okay. I'm chuckling at the don't use a dirty sock. Can you imagine? Yeah, of course, white socks are bad. As long as I'm wearing a sock on each foot, it doesn't matter. I buy all black socks, like, usually. I mean, I have some different fun patterns, but a lot of times you hate the seams. They sell them mix, not. I get excited when I can match up socks and can actually, yeah, I get really excited. They were moving it into Kelsey's door. The gray-haired is actually Mark Seaver's stepmom. The gray-haired woman I mentioned a gray-haired woman? I mentioned the woman, oh, the one that, you mean the one that was falling asleep during the Jimmy Rogers against the wall? With all the crafters, you could officially have a crime and craft fair. Could. If you have a mesh zip bag to wash socks in, you don't lose any. We'd lose the mesh bag. Or Jimmy would be like, the mesh bag, come on. Jimmy sometimes he just wants to be difficult. Who needs a mesh bag? We don't need a mesh bag, stupid mesh bag. I'm not doing that. He's very resistant to change. We have clips to keep them paired. That would never happen in our house. Nobody would remember the clips. And the cool thing was mismatched. Socks are just something, it's kind of disposable. It's like you have them for so long, and then we're running low on the socks, okay. And it's just, I don't know. 3:33. All right, guys. Oh, it's been a long day, and I've got to make some snow. I don't know what I have to do a bunch of stuff tomorrow, and Sassy's got to go into the Veteruno, and kids are back to school for a couple of days before they go on vacation. So. All right, thank you to our moderators. Thanks to everybody. And tomorrow, watch the Sievers. Sievers, it always sounds like growing pains, but it's nothing like that. Watch the Sievers trial. Thank you all for your support. Thank you guys for the super chats and everything. Thank you. I will see you guys tomorrow. God bless. I love you. Talk to you later. Be good. I'm sorry, my best friend. Come back and see us tomorrow.